Here's the weird thing. Richard and Sal think that somehow I'm against them. I hired them here.
To be against them.
I like those guys. I like what they do. If I don't play something, they go into a major tailspin. If I don't like something they do, they feel threatened. They feel like their jobs are on the line. They think
Artie doesn't get yelled at for sleeping. They get yelled at for working.
I don't even know what they were talking. Artie was tired on the air. He didn't ask. I said, go take a nap. I thought it would be funny to hear Artie nap on the air, and Artie complied.
Artie gets to run after girls and ask for their phone numbers. They can't approach the guests.
Well, there is a pecking order. There is a difference. Artie, first of all, has been with the show longer than them. Number two, Artie had a major show business career. Sal was a stockbroker, and Richard was working. I wasn't even working. Artie had a major show business career. When I first met Artie, he was a guy, an alumni of Mad TV. He was on the Norm show.
Dirty work.
He had appeared in major motion pictures, but but not some kooky independent.
They were studio movies, sure.
Studio movies. He is a different guy on the show than Richard or Sal. Yeah, that's true.
Why can Teddy get the phone numbers of girls and he can't ask for an autograph from Ace Frehley? Come on.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, first of all, I get. Guess what? And Benji brought up this point. It was an excellent one too. He said it jokingly. I get paid more than them too.
Right. There is a difference.
Of course, there's a higher. In any job you go to, certain people have different privileges because either they're there longer or they have a. If you were gonna, I'm higher up on the food chain.
But
sure.
how do you get to sleep on the show?
Because there's comedic value out of it. Howard makes.
Don't argue with me. I'm just taking their side.
God damn it, Robin, not you now.
I do want to mention too that Andrea, Miss Howard Stern, and we think fell asleep during the wrap-up show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, when I watched it, I sort of felt bad for her on some level. I could see that she was a pain in the neck to you, but in the reality show, she sort of portrayed where it looks to us like. All she's trying to do is help you. I didn't get the side of her where you guys were talking about that she's just using you. I just saw her just trying to help you and crying a lot.
Did you just fall asleep?
Andrew, I got to tell you something.
I'm saying she's a whining. I'm awake. I'm saying she's a whining crybaby.
Can you imagine? She's just like kind of.
Wow. She just blanked out for a second.
Well, here's Sal and Richard carrying on about Artie and me, and
I've been a little gun shy coming on the wrap-up show. I haven't come on in 2 weeks because I feel like every time I say something, Gary always disagrees with me. If I say the sky is blue, he'll go, "No, it's not. It's orange, asshole." That's how I feel, but I think I'm overreacting a little bit because I spoke to Gary.
I disagree with you on stuff in general. It's not just in here.
True.
But I'm not like bullshitting. When we're out there and I talk to you, I'll say to you, Sal, I disagree with you, or I think you're wrong on that, and you don't get mad at me out there.
No, I'm not. But I'm not even mad. Even on here, I just decided not even to come on, because I'm not mad at you. I'm like, you know what? Sometimes it's just tough for me to get my point across with Gary. But we do feel, Richard and I feel that when Artie's in here, you have a tendency to really lean on him and coddle him. You do, Gary.
No, what do you mean by? See, that was one of the things I don't. What do you mean by coddle him?
Like,
I do. I could say this is what I could say. I lean on him when he's in here to be part of the show because again, we are filling time, so we're taking calls. But Artie can help fill the time, so that part I agree with. But I don't know what you mean when you say I coddle him.
90% of the time, no matter how crazy or whatever Artie's saying, you always seem to agree with what he's saying. And it's hard to come up with, like, right off the top of our head specific things, but there are it just seems like a lot of times if Artie's arguing with high-pitched Mike, you're definitely going to side with Artie. Like, if Artie's arguing with somebody, you always side with Artie, no matter what the argument is.
But see, I think it's weird that that's how you interpret it. What if I just happen to think like Artie? What if Artie happens to think like me?
And Artie,
is that possible?
And Artie also said that, when they were fighting, Gary and Artie were going back and forth a couple weeks ago, he made a joke about how Gary always takes Howard's side blindly no matter what.
I agree. I think that too. I always said that if Howard Stern came on the air tomorrow and says he believes in Jesus, Gary said, "You know what, Buff? I've been thinking about that too. Maybe there is a God." I think that you kind of go where the Howard wind blows.
By the way, isn't Sal talking about himself? Let's be honest.
Absolutely.
Sal is the guy who sucks my balls so bad that, like, if I said tomorrow I'm becoming a Scientologist, Sal would go, I want to be a Scientologist.
That's right.
Who does that more than Sal?
It's Sal. Sal doesn't, people project into other people what they are.
Well, Sal is also jealous of anybody who does manage to have a relationship with you because he has not managed to affect that.
He has nothing with
Yeah.
Dude, maybe there is a God. I think that you would go, you kind of go with...
Sal, you're the asshole who does whatever I do.
Okay, first of all, I admire you for your work.
Right.
And you should take that as a compliment.
I do.
If you were a Scientologist tomorrow, I could give a shit.
No, you would do it.
I've
if
never...
it meant that you could get close to me, you would switch religions tomorrow.
No.
Yeah.
You'd be right over at the celebrity center.
You're a woodwork wacko who waited.
I've never taken up chess. Never.
Believe me, you would. You would.
I've thought about
if
it,
you
but
thought it could
You don't have the
get
mental
into
capacity to take up chess.
I've thought about it, but you have to admit that Gary.
You
is
can't
the,
spell. You should take that up.
I'll tell you
Then
one
you'll
thing.
take up chess.
Gary always kisses your ass. Gary agrees with everything that you say.
No, he doesn't. We fight all the time.
No, I totally disagree with you.
You agree. This is who you are. Not
No, it's
Gary.
not. No, I admire you
In fact,
for your
Gary
work.
and I fight all the time.
I admire you. It's totally different with me. I admire you for the man that you become, the entertainment you provided.
You would suck my asshole clean if I needed you to. You under
even
hypnotism,
said, yeah.
you said you would blow me.
Right.
You wouldn't need-
You're
needed
the
that.
guy who's that.
You would need baby wipes if Sal were around
That's
at home.
You're describing yourself.
That's not kissing
You're
your
in
ass.
love with me. You love to see what shirt I'm wearing. You
No.
notice everything I do, the clothes I wear. You're a man in love with me.
Dude, I'm committed to what you have
you
created.
love me.
I love
you
what
get
you
upset
created.
if I don't take you to dinner in a while.
He knows that is not
he knocks
nice.
anybody close to you, including Beth.
Right.
Bullshit.
Oh,
Dude.
bullshit my
Dude,
ass.
you made
I
it
don't-
part of
You're
your
the guy
act.
who wants to come over in my apartment and eat pizza with me and
Well,
watch
you know what? I
television,
worked for you. It would
and
be
you hate
nice
that-
if you did that.
I don't
Back
want
then, I
to do
needed a
that.
place to stay. And, you know, if we were working on a
I
construction...
would never have you over my house
All
to
right, that's-
stay. You're
well,
a weirdo.
I'm a weirdo because
Yeah.
I admire what you do. If we worked on a construction
No, you're
site
weird.
and you were my boss, they said, hey, Howard, can I stay over
Who
tonight?
got into the pizza
He would
fight?
say, yeah.
Who got into the pizza fight at Artie's nice party that I threw?
Well, that was
Who would that be?
That was me and Scott
No,
DePace.
that was you.
Okay, I instigated
You did it to Scott DePace.
I put a little dot on his head, and he threw a mound in my face.
Why do you not see that you're not the guy who could be trusted? Who's the guy who smells Mutt's daughter's panties?
All right, wait a minute. First of all,
Who's the guy?
don't put a twist
I'm
on
not
all that
putting
shit, man.
Well, I'm not putting you in my house.
See, that's, and then you want to know why me and Richard are pissed. We admire you. We're committed to you. Yet I come in here and you have to fucking bring up all this stupid shit
Who's
and
the
make me
guy?
look like
Because
an
you do
asshole.
stupid
Who's the guy?
shit.
All right, but maybe I do.
Who's the
but
guy who said
but why?
that, Howard,
why
that
do
you said about me that I'm an entity? I'm not even a human being.
Okay, what's wrong? Hey, that take that as
So
a compliment.
you're the guy who kisses ass.
That's no. I'm a guy who's being truthful. A guy who kisses ass is a guy who just wants to protect.
So you mean Gary's not being truthful, but you are? If Gary agrees with me,
of course.
Oh, come on.
Gary,
You sound
wait,
like
hold
an
on.
idiot.
No, I
You
don't.
think you're the only one who works here who was a fan of Howard's for years?
I never said that. You
but
guys
that's
are
not-
saying that
but
I'm
no,
the
you're
ass
bringing-
kisser.
You and Richard, I think you're good at what you do, but the fact is you're here because you won a radio contest that we actually initiated on the air. You guys won a contest. You were listeners. You were building
We
the
know what-
fucking...
what does that mean?
The fucking,
You won the American Idol.
you won
Okay.
American Idol.
Howard, I'm sorry but I'm sorry, Howard, that me and Richard admire you. Is that such
Nothing
a
to be
bad
sorry
thing?
for.
At
What
least
is
we're
this-
being
what-
honest.
And what is this? What does this
What do
mean?
we-
Why do you guys feel so downtrodden?
We don't feel well.
Why do you feel like second
You feel very slighted, and you never miss a moment to tell the
Get
audience.
out of that, man.
I don't miss a
hang out.
moment. I didn't even go on the wrap-up show. I didn't even want to talk about. Who cares? I don't
First
care.
of all, can I tell you something?
Look, Howard, we're here. I'll tell you
Sal.
why we get downtrodden.
And what is this weird thing? Why don't you speak for yourself and stop with
All right.
we?
All right, fine. I work with the fucking guy
First
day in and
of
day
all,
out.
I
He's
like
the only guy I
Richard
talk
so
to.
much more than you.
All right, thank
so
you.
Richard shouldn't be included in the we.
Can
He's the guy who would be at my house.
Can I-
I would
can I just-
hang out with Richard.
Can I say something very quickly? Hold on.
You're the one I won't hang out
Sal has been reprimanded more since he's been here at Sirius than every other employee I've had in the 25 years I've been here. That's a true. That's a
Sal,
true
you don't see the difference between me asking for a porno chick's phone number, a chick who would beg to be on the show, and you telling Jon Stewart his jokes suck on his show.
I didn't tell him that.
Do you not see the fucking
I didn't
difference?
tell Jon
Sal, I
Stewart
was
that.
right here when you said
I was in the green room and I said that joke about
Asking Ace
Washington
Frehley
didn't
for his phone
fly over well.
You told
That's
him
what I
whoever
said.
wrote that joke you should be fired.
That's true.
And you know you're a little pussy with your comedy. If one person says it's bad, you pout for 2 weeks. This fucking guy came in here as a guest, and you're telling him his show sucks. You don't see the difference between that?
I said that
and
I
me
was
asking
being
for
truthful.
a porno chick's number.
I was being truthful. I said to the guy that one joke sucked.
All right,
Just keep it to yourself, you idiot.
Yeah, why should you?
I know what happened with these. I know what happened with these two idiots.
Why
They
does
go to
Jon
these
Stewart
shows,
need to know
and
your
these fans pull them aside and go,
Bullshit.
you guys should have an album.
Bullshit.
You guys should put out Rod, and you know,
What
and
do you
these two
got a fucking
morons listen
crystal?
to them.
What do you got a crystal ball in your fucking
I know
stomach?
exactly
You
what
don't know what the hell
happened.
you're
I know
talking.
exactly
You don't,
what happened.
You don't know anything about what the fans say on the road and how much I fucking stand up for you, fat fucking idiot.
You don't know
because
shit.
they say that happens. They go, how do you put up with Artie walking all over? I go, Artie's great at what he does, and
bullshit.
I challenge
Bullshit.
anybody that I talk to off the air at those stupid comedy shows how they rip you apart, and I defend
Richard,
you.
what do you want to
And I
add?
know I
Because
get
you're
it
talking
too.
to- because
I
you're
know I
talking
get
to
it too.
you.
I know I get it too on my end. I know when you go out, they say fuck Sally's an ass. I
They
don't
never
care.
even bring you up.
That's fine. But when they do bring you up, they bring you up in a negative way, and I defend your fat fucking hacky ass.
I don't care
Let me
about-
tell you
I don't
another
care
thing
about them or
about your
you.
fucking stupid shows before Howard Stern. Nobody knew you. You sucked on Mad TV. You sucked on the Norm Show. Beer League sucks. Shit. It's fucking terrible.
Wow.
You know it.
Why
It
are
was
you
a flop. It went in 18 theaters. It made $250 grand in America. I can shit that out of my ass. Who are you to tell me about
18
comedy
theaters,
and what people tell me off the air? You have no fucking clue what you're talking
You
about.
know, they
And don't
got you
carry
aside and
yourself.
said, they got you aside and said,
And don't
oh,
carry
you guys should have an
yourself.
album.
Where were you?
You guys should
think
put out
you're
an
the
album with
next
those
Chris
phony
Rock.
phone calls.
Where were you for the past 10 years? You were a third-rate middle. You were in Arizona doing the wagon wheel shit.
what do you know about-
And you were a stockbroker.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't carry myself like I'm the living legend of comedy.
You're a
and
dick.
you think he does.
And neither
He's
do
been
I.
milking-
Why
He's
are
been
you-
milking
You're
us
a
the whiskey talking
weirdo.
for
You're a
3 years.
weirdo, Sal. You're a weirdo.
Go to New Jersey and rip off the fans again New Year's Eve with the same act you did last year, cocksucker.
You're a weirdo. It was in Philly.
Wow.
that
You
was
are
What?
so-
He wants to go head-to-head. I'm going head-to-head. What the
Sal,
fuck?
everything you're
jealous.
saying doesn't make any sense. You're jealous, and it's oozing out of you.
I am not jealous of you. I put up with your bullshit. I always praise you, but you always got to tear me. So you want
That's
to tear
not
me?
true.
I'll tear you.
I try to pull
wanna
you
tear
aside.
me?
I try to pull you aside all the
Oh,
time.
yeah. You
I try to pull you aside all the time to help you out.
Give me
Who
a
gave you
fucking
$5
break.
grand after you
Take it
fell off
back.
the
I'll
stage
give it
and
back.
finally got a
That
laugh?
was the worst amount of money. I'd rather take it from Hitler than take it from you. If I could give you that money back, I'd give it back
You
to you.
don't know what country Hitler was
you
from,
cut
you dickhead.
checks to win over the audience. Oh, you make the world aware of how generous you are because you're so insecure. Oh, I took JD to Vegas. I'm going to get him late. Oh, I cut salad checks.
It's a
I
bit
don't
for
want-
the air.
I don't
You
want
brought up what I
don't
paid
want
you.
I don't want your monetary sympathy to win over people because you don't have the ability or the confidence to do it on your
The
own.
ability.
So fuck you.
The ability or the
You
confidence.
are out of
Sal,
line.
go fuck yourself, Sal.
you.
Sal, go fuck yourself. And if you want to meet me downstairs later, I will beat the shit out of you.
That's a great
I will
comeback.
beat the fucking shit out of you,
Legend.
and then I'll
That's
go
a great
fuck your
comeback,
gay
you
kids in the
legend.
ass.
Suck my dick, you asshole.
I hope your kids die of AIDS.
Wow.
There's got to be something behind that.
That's not behind it.
Why all of a sudden? You've obviously been like bottling this up for a long time.
Guy always rips me every time, every day. How much can you put up with before fucking finally laying into him? That's it.
That's a party shot.
Wow. What the hell just happened?
I don't know, but I tell you what, Sal walks in on that wrap-up show and unloads this viciousness against Artie.
Yeah.
Sometimes against me,
it's
too.
all pent, it's all
Me
pent
too.
up. He
Well,
sees people who have what he thinks is a better life than he
Let
has.
me put it this way.
Do you really hope all of his kids get AIDS and die?
No, not till later, much later.
You're not talking about when they're young. You're talking about
No, like at
older.
least 25.
After gay porn.
Right. After they have to go to gay porn because their father's broke.
How much of that, what we just heard, is like...
That's the real Sal. That's the point I've been trying to make. You know, so how do you work side by side with a guy like that? I've seen that venom come out before, not on that level, but
wow. I'll put it a little more calmly. I don't hate you, Artie.
Whatever, Richard.
It just drives us nuts.
What
are you, married to him?
What?
No.
What drives you nuts about this?
That you're treated special.
Benji, I've been working alongside Benji and I've gotten treated way better than Benji for years.
No, let me
have you ever had a problem with me, Benji?
Fuck you! You fucking asswipe! You barely sucked!
Let me just explain. You didn't let me finish.
Beer League, by the way, available on DVD.
You didn't let me finish, though.
Yeah.
It just upsets us a little bit when Artie says all we do is make phone calls, say the C word, and
Why
sniff
do
balls.
you dwell on what Artie says?
Because we do a lot of work and we're
I never
proud of our
said
work.
But am I happy with your work?
Yeah.
I am.
But it seems like Artie really puts it
cares
down.
When do I say that?
But
When do I ever say that? That's all you do.
Well, to me, like when I said that I didn't want to do acid because I don't want to ruin my ideas, and you were like, "Well, what ideas?"
But we all
Did any of us not fuck on you for that? That's a retarded thing to say, Richard. You said something retarded in this room where you're going to get fucked on.
I know, but it just upsets me.
I don't want to do acid. Who else says that?
Why?
I don't want to do acid because I have great ideas.
Right. But why do you
idiot?
really focus on Artie?
Well,
Artie always
you've said some things
That's
too,
right.
Robin.
That's what why are you focusing on
no,
Artie?
that just already came up yesterday, but
Robin's jealous. She wants you to focus on her.
Well, Robin
Yell
really.
at me.
Robin said maybe the worst thing that anybody said to me
What did she
ever
say?
in the world.
Tell me what it is because I want to top it.
I said something about dying, and Robin goes, "Who would care if you died anyway?"
Oh, God. I really don't care if you died. Man, and I would, as a matter of fact,
×2.
Who would care if you died a horrible death like scorpions ate your body?
Monty, you're on the air in West Palm, Florida.
Alex.
Thank you.
Hey, Sal has no right to berate Artie like that. I mean, regardless of what he thinks about Artie, Artie is an established, accomplished guy.
Of course.
I mean, that's like somebody like me who's only been doing stuff for a little while saying that I'm just as good or I'm good as this one. It's ridiculous. I would take Sal's job and do it for free. I would leave my wife and kids and go wait tables if I had to. These guys, you know, they're secretly, deep down inside, they're jealous of him. They want to be him.
No, they have such insecurity
Well, a
about
thin
their own
version.
position, and this is you too, Richard. You have such insecurity about your position. I'm thrilled with you guys.
I know,
You're
it's
not
not-
treated second
Well, they
class.
don't hear one compliment. All they hear is the negative. Of course, Artie has said good things about you. I have said good things about you. But you only hear the negative.
What, nobody else gets fucked with on this show?
I know.
What do you think? It's all a kiss ass fest? What are you talking about?
Sal said some wild things in here. Just now.
Yeah, I mean, that's real shit,
places
man.
he didn't need to go.
We just, it comes down to we admire you guys.
Do
and
I
we
have to
say-
you don't admire me. You don't admire me, Richard. You admire.
But you lump yourself in with this Sal. Sal just said Beer League was shit.
Everything was
TV.
shit that he did.
Do I have to bring
Norm
in?
show.
Do I have to bring in an episode of the Norm Show where I just shine?
No, I mean, he was
No,
saying
but-
that
Like I walk in here going, you know, I was God's gift to comedy. What are you kidding me? It's a direct
Do
opposite.
you know how hard it
But
is? You've been around. You know how hard it is to get a shot on Mad TV?
I know.
It's almost $1 billion to 1.
Listen, that was Sal. I mean, that's not me saying it. I love the movie Elf. Artie was awesome in that. Artie's done
Richard, everything that comes out of your mouth sounds dumb. You're a dummy.
That's what
You're a
drives
dumb
me-
guy. Well, don't say dumb things then.
All right, is there any? I got to move on.
Can I just? I don't know whether to open this up.
Shove a
but
squirrel in your mouth.
A couple of the guys said that I should come in. They say that Richard isn't necessarily being honest. in his dislike for me, which was sort of news to me.
What do you
mean? Is that true? That Richard's under the impression that I don't like him, I don't like his bits, I don't have any respect for him.
Well, he's been saying for a few days that you don't want to hear anything from him anymore. That
No, but I think so.
Well, then have it out and say it right now.
It's not that I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear everything. Does that make more sense to you?
Gary's the producer of the show. Producers are supposed to weed shit out. In every show there is, writers pitch stuff to producers. It gets accepted or not accepted.
I know, but
Get over it, you pussy.
But no,
you
listen,
two are pussies.
But you don't know what goes on out there. A lot of times, I'll have something for the show. Like, okay, for instance, Gilbert Gottfried was on the other day.
Right.
Doing his Paul Lynde imitation.
Right.
Oh, my God. This is such a great example.
I have some Paul Lynde clips.
Go ahead.
That I thought would be funny, maybe for you to just play a clip. For Gilbert, like,
That
to
sounds
listen
good.
to.
I like that. Okay.
And you saw, but Gary told me not to put a note. Gary just kind of said, no. Gary goes, no,
I'd already
no.
played the clips. Let me finish. I had already played the clips for you. I already felt it was going to be weird because as interesting as a Paul Lynde impersonation is to us, there's a whole segment of the audience that hasn't a fucking
All right,
clue
so that's
who he
it.
is. So Richard played it for me. I played it for you. You go, and it wasn't even the best Paul Lynde clips. They were from like some stupid Halloween special. So,
right.
So Richard's now like, he's talking about Paul Lynde. I go, but this isn't the right place. I'd have to wedge it in, and I made a determination not to bog the show down.
You made the right determination.
But listen to this though. Then later on, Gilbert started doing the impression again. I went back to Gary.
And Gary said no.
No, Gary finally said, "Okay, put up a note."
You know why? Because he fucking wore me down. That's my
And I got news to you.
stupidity.
Those clips weren't right.
No, but that's my stupidity. I let him wear me down. I let him doubt. He made me doubt myself because he doesn't fucking stop. You are passive aggressive to the 100th degree. You don't take no for an answer ever. But no, all you know is that I am not recognizing your genius. No is never an answer for you.
But the reason I'm bringing this up is you saw the note and you said, "Oh, Gilbert, I got something great for you."
The clips were terrible.
No, but you didn't play it. You said, "But we're out of time."
Yeah, because I knew the clip. It was that Halloween clip.
Howard heard it and said, "No, it's not even. This isn't even on me, but I'll take it anyway."
Matter of fact,
why can't you accept that the clip doesn't work?
Matter of fact, I did hear it, and it was lame.
But I'd like to have Howard have the option.
He
of
did,
playing
and he
it.
fucking said no. See, this is how he doesn't let me be.
But all I wanted to do was put up a note, and you said no.
Passive
You're
aggressive.
like a 2-year-old, Richard. You sound like a baby.
Gary knows. Gary is pretty. Gary's 99% of the time right about what I want.
And when he's not right, he gets yelled at. Like this is what everyone's on the same thing.
But I
say
I get yelled at for wanting to just like play
but you
these
see,
things.
Gary can't spend all morning fighting.
And
you.
Howard can't listen to absolutely everything. Gary's the filter.
When you say
Howard
but,
put him there.
Richard, when you say but, what you're really saying to me is, I heard you. Now let me tell you that I didn't hear you.
But I can't
heard
just say my point, though.
But you say it over and over and over again. How many times? I probably said no to the Paul Lynde clips 5 or 6 different times, and I took him to Howard anyway to get you off my back, and it still wasn't enough.
You're not talking to Kathy.
I only asked you. I asked you once when Gilbert came in at first, but then Gilbert started doing his imitation. You guys were dying laughing.
You're not getting.
Oh God, Gary, I feel for you, man.
It wasn't a good clip.
Good.
The clip was kind of lame. It was a Halloween clip.
And it was also highly visual.
Okay, but all I wanted to do was put up a note for you to say.
It doesn't matter to you that it was not the quality of sound we want on the show.
But I'll yell at Gary if he puts up a clip and the clip sucks.
Right.
And
It's
I
on
see
me.
that note. I got to stop and process that information. I'm in the middle of doing something with Gilbert. You got to look at it from my end.
Right.
And then I trust him so much that I see that note's there. I go to it, and then it sucks, and now I'm in a fucking hole. See, I can't have that. So when Gary says no, it's no. That's all. And you know what? You can revisit it maybe another time or something, or come and say, Gary, do you mind playing this for Howard after the show so maybe we can get his take on it?
And also,
But all I asked him was twice that day.
You could save yourself some time, Richard, by taking the first no and going to do something that would get on
Howard,
there.
3 times that day, after I'd already played them for you on a different day, and you said no.
Yeah, I like your enthusiasm.
But here's another example. Okay, the John the Stutterer harmonica call, which turned out that you guys loved it. It was up on your board for about 2 or 3 weeks.
Right.
So about once every 4 days, I go to Gary. Hey, can I play that call for Howard?
And Howard, how many times did I ask you?
Mad at me.
How many times did I ask you? Were you on the fence about playing it? Like in other words,
4 or 5 times.
Right. So in other words, every time Richard came to me, I would play it for you again.
And I needed time to think about it.
And he needed time to think about it. So it was it. But I'm like, Richard, he's heard it. I'm aware. I asked him about it. Let it go.
And I gotta tell you something.
But the one time I came in and asked you to listen to it,
everything's bought.
You played it right after that. You loved it, and you were like, okay, here.
Sometimes
let's play
say, however, instead of.
All right. Listen,
but you know, you're right. You should not. Don't link yourself with that fucking serial killer too, because I've seen Sal have that blow up about Nick DiPaolo, Jimmy Kimmel, Jon Stewart.
Wow.
Everybody he blows up like that for, because he's a little jealous little weasel who would not have a comedy career on any level if he didn't win a radio contest. You won a radio contest, dude. You could never have passed at a comedy club once in New York City.
Bullshit.
You made the lighting of the teeth, and you were fucking willing to work for nothing. So you got hired by a radio show. You're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. And I want you to stay away from even. And the other thing is the hostility. So he was me for Halloween.
Yeah.
And the incredible, like, passive aggressive hostility of being me, you know, the heroin needle and the fact. It's funny, but I mean, dude, am I Sal for Halloween? Am I? I mean, come on.
No.
That just shows that all he thinks about. If he's not thinking about Howard, he probably thinks about me 24/7. You're nuts. You're nuts.
He's holding up a sign that says die.
Says die.
That's brilliant.
And can I just say, Howard, that I don't.
Are you still here?
I'm done with it.
I don't hate Gary. I don't hate anybody. I love everybody on the show, and I'm sorry if I become annoying, but I'm very proud of what me and Sal do.
Okay.
And I do really get like real bummed out if our stuff doesn't get
You
played.
need to separate them. They're not good for each other.
Sal's holding up a sign, Artie, that says, please die.
Yeah, and guess what? He's on camera for the first time in his life.
All right. Thank you, Richard.
Sal, have you ever auditioned for anything? Have you ever fucking gone to a comedy club like 6 straight times and tried to pass? No.
Have you?
No.
Have you ever done that?
He's never done that. Of course he's never done that.
That's money.
Because he sucks. He's a hack. He's a hack sack. He bails after. He tells me in Detroit, I'll do 15 minutes, Art. I gave him $2,500 for coming with us to Detroit. $2,500. And I said, Sal, I need a full set out of you. I need 15 minutes. He goes, all right, I'm with the big boys now. I'm with Artie and Nick. More bullshit. He bails after 8 minutes because his first joke bombed.
First of all, I
you
told
suck.
you 10.
And 8 minutes of your stuff is about Gary's teeth. You are a loser. You're a loser.
That one joke
and I'm going to fucking knock you out. I'm going to fucking go out on the street and knock you the fuck out.
As long as you don't eat me, you fat slob, you do whatever you want.
I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I'll punch you out and then I will eat you.
Gary's teeth, but you do 20 minutes of Jeff the Drunk. You do 20 minutes of Crazy House. Where's their fucking checks? Half of your stand-up's based on whack packet.
It is not.
You do the
You know, you're saying a lie
no,
now.
I don't. You're the one who brought this up.
How much of my DVD is about whack packers, you dope?
I told you I'd do 10 minutes. I did 8, and I told
me you do 15 minutes.
I told them,
Is Levy still here? You told me.
I told them,
and I paid you anyway because you're a charity case. You're a charity case.
A charity wouldn't ask for money.
You're a charity case.
I turned the money down,
I feel sorry for your children who are going to have to endure with the video of you putting your balls in a redneck's mouth when they're in high school. Those poor kids.
And you know what? At least
while Howard's retired and you're begging Jim Brewer to fucking suck a cock on his show.
Let me tell you something. At least I have a relationship with my children, regardless of what I do. That I
plan on talking to my kids eventually. They're in Vegas right now.
When your kids would be fucking addicted to heroin, crack, and liquor when they're born, because it's running through your fucking veins right now, you lying heroin addict.
I'll tell you what. At least my kids will be funny.
Jackass.
Your kids.
Yeah, they'll be
your
funny
kids.
I
can't wait to see how funny your kids are going to be. I'm really going to beat him up. And if I get fired, fine. Richard and Sal can sit here.
Well, thank you for the gift, Artie. Today.
If Artie eats Sal, I'm going to check his blood sugar.
Check my hack level.
Al Rosenberg would like to chime in. He's been on the show.
Yeah.
Al used to work
You
on our
have
show.
some insight
Go
on
ahead, Al.
this?
I'm
mad at Artie,
why
too.
am I getting value for my entertainment dollar today? Let me tell you. This is why the show's the best thing anywhere, fucking anywhere.
Well, this is very real. Unfortunately.
feel bad.
I know it is, but it's so mesmerizing. First of all, it's obvious. Sal wants Artie's chair. He wants to sit where Artie is.
Oh, God, what the show would sound like then, man.
But the number, that's what he doesn't realize is that Artie is a huge talent. Artie's very funny. To be funny and keep that show moving and say things that are part of it and be, it's just too much. You can't just put another guy in that chair.
Look, I've said this before. There's over 100 guys who could do what I do, but guess what? Sal ain't one of them. Sal is not one of them.
Do we have like a Rupert Pupkin situation here where Sal thinks he can be Artie?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not
and
interested
he doesn't
in that.
understand why you don't see that?
I'll tell you something else. I would warn Richard that Sal's dragging him into this, shit every day, and he's got to disassociate himself.
What about that, Richard, that Sal is bringing you down?
That's why I said separate them.
Al Rosenberg says that, and Al knows something about show. Thank you, Al.
Sal inspires me. When we start talking about bits and stuff, as everybody always says, oh, they're dumb, they just call women the C word, but Sal is a brilliant mind when it comes to putting together funny bits, and we've
I disagree.
I think so.
Well, hold on. I mean, don't you agree?
But Sal doesn't hear when I compliment him.
Like, what other show has, we have prank calls consistently, new ones every day.
I think our team right now is the best team in radio, and right now this team is the best team that's ever been on the show. You understand what I'm saying?
There you go. So there's your compliment.
There's your
First
compliment.
of all, but you have turned into a negative. With all your whining and kvetching every fucking day.
Can I say? I've never said a thing. I've held this in, and this is my fault.
Go ahead.
The thing is that I'm not jealous of Artie. I've made it clear yesterday. Hold on, Artie, please. On the wrap-up show, that you deserve to be in that chair. That you are the funniest guy. That you consist. This stuff hasn't been brought up. That he is consistently funny, that he's an A-game player.
You just said everything he's done in his career was
horrible. But the problem is that, no, I did say that out of anger and pain because every time me and Richard come in here, he says we have the mentality of fifth graders.
Oh, stop it. That is not true.
Okay, this is that's why I don't argue.
You see, you're not understanding.
But I'm saying what happens, that me and Richard,
let me explain
Artie, I can only take so much of every day.
When Sal, listen to me.
Go ahead.
Richard, listen to me. When you come in here and do a childish prank, which is hysterical, if Artie says you guys have the brains of a fifth grader, that adds to the levity of it. In other words, you're doing a fifth-grade stunt.
And we don't look at it that way.
When you no, it's not a bad thing.
I know. And
when you're doing boner fights and sticking your balls in someone's face,
or painting each other's sacks.
Do you really think that's brilliant comedy?
No,
it's not. But I'm saying it's not compared to the other shit you do. The phone calls. It's dumb. It's something. And everybody has a human reaction to it. Mine is that it's gay and gross, and I bring it up. Right. I mean, you want me to hold that in? That's not what the show is.
But that's why we get upset when Artie says that's all we do.
All right.
We write a lot of stuff out.
Why is Artie defining who you are? Go back.
It ain't the Artie Lang show, guys.
The only person who defines what you are is me, whether you work here or not.
But the thing is that I want to make it clear.
Artie's not defining you. Artie's being Artie.
I am not jealous of Artie.
You are.
No, but
You're
I'm not
jealous of anyone who is
angry at
you
the
don't like that Artie came to my house this summer.
No,
you don't
it doesn't matter.
You
It
can't
doesn't
handle
matter.
Probably all eating at him yet.
No, it's not. Hold on, Robin, please. Listen to me.
You're having problems with your wife.
Right, that's true. I have high blood pressure. No, and the thing is that like I said yesterday.
Thank you.
I made it perfectly clear how I feel about Artie, but I feel like every time I speak, he gives me a jab, and he jabs, and he jabs, and he jabs, and then you have the final blow.
Right.
What am I supposed to do?
It's called an argument. I mean,
I know, and
you're giving me shit too. Can I come in here and say I'm fed up with the heroin song parodies or anything else? That's not the case.
I know that, but I'm trying to.
You were crying, weren't you?
I'm trying to keep.
Were you just crying?
No, not at all. Not at all. I wouldn't cry.
Did someone catch him crying?
Yeah, somebody caught him crying.
Go ahead. Produce the tape. I wasn't crying at all. I wouldn't
Sal
cry
was
about
crying.
this
Who
horseshit.
wrote that note?
Whoever wrote that note should be fired.
I don't hope your kids die of
Benji,
AIDS. I'll
you
take
want
that
it?
back. But everything else, go fuck yourself. Sal hugging me the night of the premiere and gushing how great it was phony.
Well, that's what it would mean.
Was that phony?
Even
Sal?
Beetlejuice laughs at that.
Oh my God!
I would tend to question his sincerity.
Sal, were you honest when you hugged Artie and said it was great? Or were you a phony, lying scumbag? Which is it? Answer me now. I'll tell you, you never know what anyone really means around it. Tell the truth. The night of Beer League, you hugged Artie. I remember.
I was very happy for Artie.
Yeah,
Very
and you
happy
told
for
him.
Why would you be happy for me making a shit movie?
Were you sincere when you hugged Jon Stewart in a commercial break and you and then you said that you think he sucks?
When did I say that?
You say it all the time.
I never said Jon Stewart sucks.
Wait,
I
you did.
said.
Well, it's the same thing.
Again, you are so retarded.
Well, you want to
I
challenge
say.
me.
You're changing the subject.
Okay, I'll challenge you,
Here's
Mr.
your
Fucking
answer.
Wizard.
Here's your answer. I'm happy for Artie. I'm always happy for Artie. I
when
said
you-
yes, I was happy for Artie. It was
Did you?
It was
were
a
you
big.
lying when you said you loved the movie?
I never said I loved the movie.
Artie says
I said
you
great job, and he did a great job. He reached a plateau in his career.
How did he do a great job if it was a shitty movie?
I said the movie was okay. I'm not crazy
So if the
about
movie was okay, how did he do a great job?
What'd you think of the movie?
I loved it.
I don't believe you.
I had a great time.
Well, then the next day, people were nice enough to. Everybody said very complimentary things the next day. So you're saying they're phony now? Now Howard's phony?
No, listen to me. I was happy for you. I gave you a hug. I'm still happy for you. And I made it perfectly clear that I'm always happy for Artie. And it's
But
not.
why would you be happy for me making a shit movie?
It's not a jealousy issue. The issue was that we feel that we work with Artie.
There's no we.
Artie's like bipolar.
What do you feel?
Artie's bipolar. I feel he's bipolar. One second he's calling me up and he's giving me the best advice in the world, which means the world to me.
Do you think I have ammonia as well as being bipolar? What do you know about bipolar? You're
bipolar,
retard.
Artie. You're bipolar.
You don't know what bipolar is.
What does bipolar mean?
But he's a Jekyll and Hyde. I mean, one day.
That's not bipolar, you know.
It isn't?
No.
You're talking about a rare form of schizophrenia where that somebody might have multiple personalities.
Yeah, that's
bipolar.
what you're talking about.
You hear the word bi and you assume
All
that
of my
means two
personalities think you suck. All of them.
Okay.
But all of them want to help you.
Artie.
Bipolar
I've
is a
said
type
a
of
million
affect.
times that Artie is taking.
That's manic depression.
He's like a big brother to me, and
All
he's
right, I
been
gotta
great to
move
me,
on.
and
Thank
I
you.
am happy
So
for
you
him. And
got
I
that.
said things
All
out of
I
an
ever
argument.
said about Jon Stewart was that I hate the unbelievable positive press he always gets. It's not about John. It's about the media. That's what I said.
But it's okay to say you don't like the guy.
But he
But not
doesn't
to his
that.
face.
say
It's
that.
so different. I mean, like to his face when he's a guest on the show. That's you can't see the difference between two
So
coworkers.
that answers my question. To your face, I said it was great.
Sal, you can't see that when my guest comes in, you're not supposed
Yes,
to go in the
I
green
can,
room
I
and say to
can.
the guy your material wasn't good that night?
That was my
Man.
first month there, and I learned, and I haven't done it since. You're
learned
right.
it. Why would you have to learn that?
Listen. At least I can admit when I'm wrong. That's the problem with the show. Everybody's always right. You guys are
What is
always
it,
right
Brenda?
about everything.
Brenda in Detroit, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
Okay.
I just want you to know that I saw Artie at the Fox Theater in Detroit about a month ago, and Sale was there too. Artie rocked.
He did. He's a
Sale-
funny guy.
Sale sucked.
Sale,
Nobody
say
even
my name
laughed
right,
at
you
the audience.
stupid bitch. You're an
Fuck you,
idiot.
Sal.
Fuck you
No,
too.
why is she an idiot for saying something that she thinks that's because she's giving her opinion?
And I said on the wrap-up show that I sucked that night too. We all have bad nights. I'm
why are
not
you
talking
calling him
about
an
my
idiot?
comedy.
Really sucked.
I'm not comparing myself to him. I'm
No,
not.
you
I'm
are.
saying that.
You are. You
No, I
feel
ain't.
you
I'm
should be-
saying that the guy's, as you put it, is schizophrenic. Where one day
I didn't say he was schizophrenic. You're describing.
He's got multiple personalities. One day he puts his arm around you. He's very helpful. He does have
What,
a
you're
big
not
heart.
the same way? Sal,
Yes, I am. But you know what? The thing is that I felt like I constantly get jabbed by you every opportunity you get. So it festers inside of me. I should have expressed this sooner. So I let it fester inside me. I got whatever, my own personal issues, and I blew up. And I'm sorry that I blew up. I handled it improperly.
Okay, all right, you guys are working.
But I'm happy for his career and so on. I'm not dishappy for the guy.
Dishappy for me?
Happy.
Sal, go in the back and
Bullshit.
put your head back in your ass.
See, that's how it closes. I say I'm happy for him. I go put my head in my ass.
No, you're
There's the
whatever.
difference between
I
me and
just
you.
know- you know what?
There's the difference between me and you.
Yeah, I say
Is
something
that
funny
odd?
and you don't.
Right, very good. That
All
was
right.
brilliant.
You went back in the studio, and it seemed like you were a lot calmer this time.
Right.
Why the change?
Because it was an argument. What happens when you fight? You blow up. I got angry. I let a lot of shit out. It was held inside of me. And then, you know, what happens when you come down, you come around, you reevaluate, you know, like any other argument, you say things that you don't mean, you say them out of anger, but they're not sincere. And I just wanted to make my point clear.
So you realized that you were a little harsh?
Yeah,
And over
absolutely.
the top about it?
Yeah, sure.
But you didn't mean any of it?
No, I meant it. No, it just like I said, I was angry and I exaggerated a bit.
Artie, what happened with Sal, man?
Stay away from Sal, please. Stay away. Stay away.
I think Sal is a psychopath, and we've hired a schizophrenic lunatic. I mean, he was a stalker, and you know, and he won a radio contest, and the prize has been extended way too long.
Why the sudden outburst? Why do you think he did that?
Because he's loony.
Do you have anything to say to that? You know, are you really gonna kick his ass if you see him?
Well, if let's just put it this way: if he comes at me, I'm not afraid to use some of the martial arts I learned over in Korea.
What the hell was I going to tell you? Oh, there's so much to talk about. I mean, I got to talk about Artie on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, I heard that more fireworks occurred.
Yeah, I was just listening to his wild. Yeah, really, really vicious. Matt, you're on the air in Haverhill, Mass.
Hey now. First of all, this is no time better than now than for a Sal roast, huh?
Yeah, well.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, did you hear the wrap-up show fight between Artie, Sal, and Richard?
Yeah, Sal is such a fucking asshole. That guy is a piece of shit. Son of a bitch.
Now, so you see, we had a fight here that started between Artie, Sal, and Richard on our show.
Oh, I heard it all.
And yeah, and then it moved over to the wrap-up show, so I don't know who's heard what.
It ended with Artie telling Sal to go fuck himself. It was great.
That's the ultimate.
Yeah, it really was a very manly fight. Let's go, Mike. You're on the air in Bradley, Illinois.
Hey now, Howard. Yeah, I listened to the wrap-up show, and actually Gary came up with a really good idea on having them compete over who could have the best bit. But I got to tell you, though, I love Artie. There's no way I'll ever take sides with Sal. But you know, I never thought I'd have to see the day where I have to choose sides on it. You know what I mean? It's very disappointing to me that Sal would act like that to a guy who has contributed so much to the show. You know.
Yeah, well, I didn't hear the fight. I just started listening to it this morning, and I'll play it for you.
Yeah, because I was going to say, some of us are still out of the loop. We don't know where this went after the show.
I would like to get to the bottom of it today and hear it. I don't know that it could ever be resolved. You know.
Here's the thing. I mean,
Artie called Sal a coon-faced motherfucker. I believe.
Raccoon face. I mean, look, as far as I'm concerned, they started this with this incessant whining. I mean, the accusation that I ribbed them too much. I mean, what is this show about? And they're clearly talking behind my back. Richard pulled Jason aside, and he's saying all sorts of mean things about me. Sal is telling everybody he can find that I'm an asshole.
Wow.
And it makes me feel weird. It's creepy to work with somebody like that. I didn't think I was mean to those guys. I thought I busted their chops as much as I bust anybody else's chops on the show. They've broken my balls over the years, but if they're really hurt by it and they're reacting in a way where they're talking behind my back, I really don't want to have anything to do with them. I mean, quite frankly, we could do our jobs and not interact at all. You know,
That is true.
I mean, it's just.
Well,
I mean,
well,
it's
I
creepy.
mean, the thing is, you're offering him $2,500, dude. If you offer me $2,500 for stand-up, dude, I'd do 30 minutes if I could. You know what I mean? And for him to back out like that, you've done a lot for the show, Artie. You do. Remember the guy with no arms, the midget? You took care of him, dude. You are a saint. And
Matt.
you're just trying to help him
Most
out.
of the email was.
Dude, I love
most
you.
of the email was in favor of Artie. I will read. Some of it was in favor of.
Sal and Richard.
Sal and Richard, and
No, I mean, and they've
Sal
done,
and Richard wrote those.
look, they've done a lot for the show too. I'm not saying, and we all contribute. We all contribute is the point, you know.
I'll read you some of the email.
But
if you
I don't
would
know
like.
what they started this. I don't know. It really is weird to me. It makes me feel bad.
For the love of the show, please fire that piece of shit, Sal. Who in the fuck does he think he is, talking the way he did to you on the show today? He is a jealous, whining, no-talent hack. Sal, go back to Wall Street and suck the dick of corporate America. Leave the rest of us alone. Here's another one. Do a Win Sal's Job contest. As a goof, see what he does. Number 3, best meltdown ever. So, you know, people just like him. Sal is the biggest fucking moron on the planet. Get him the fuck off the show. He has no talent. He's a fucking idiot, and he makes me sick. No wonder his wife has an emotional friend. I hope Artie kicks his fucking ass, and I hope too Sal's kids die of AIDS. Oh, this is terrible.
I took that back.
Good, all right.
Somebody suggested I bang his wife. Not that I could, but even if I could, again, that woman has been through way too much to make her suffer through my
I respect that.
sex with me.
I respect that. And finally, a guy sums it up. I'll read you the last one.
All right.
Jesus, stop the screaming. The problems that are happening can all be attributed to one thing. People love Artie, and it hurts them when he says mean things to them. Artie can't stand being loved, and he will meet true admiration with a flamethrower. Sal and Richard do admire Artie. They do resent being goofed on so regularly. Artie should say he's sorry, and Gary should too. Give the guys their due.
Okay,
So-
okay,
What did Gary do?
that guy sounds like a rational guy, but I mean, isn't the show about busting each other's balls? I mean, I don't feel I say anything mean about them. That's
Well,
not.
some people feel you have been to me. And I will read some of the email that was negative. Artie is such a fat baby. He makes millions from the show. Don't belittle dudes that make shit money just because you are a hungry, petulant turd.
well, I mean,
Artie's
again,
comments
they
about
started it.
Artie's comments about Sal's kids way out of line. His
It
kids didn't do anything. Fat boy should be ashamed of making these statements. I don't particularly like Sal, but Artie went too far.
That was out of line.
So there it is.
I agree with that. But
Wow, Artie, you really came off like a pompous piece of shit this morning on the wrap-up show.
Oh.
Where do you get off telling people that they're not comedians? I've seen Sal's act and your act. Thinking back on them, they are different. If he isn't a comedian, then you're not one either.
Wow.
You're a fat sidekick with drug stories. See, everybody's...
It's just shit on Artie Day, ain't it?
Well, it was... listen, there was a lot of shit flying. I'm reading you the email. I have to say it was the 99% with Artie, though. Yeah. I'm telling you what I'm reading here. A lot of people feel that Sal and Richard are experiencing some sort of jealousy with Artie, and they're taking it out on him.
Well, I think they feel like second-class citizens.
Right.
And I've noticed, now nothing has happened here that's different, but they have begun to act as if they don't belong. They keep themselves closed up in their little room.
Right.
They don't talk to anybody. And they're back there
Well, I appreciate
feeding
that.
each other's insecurity.
Well, that's the problem.
Richard, though, Richard was bitching at Gary, and Gary's the fucking producer, and he makes the final call on what's good and what's not. So why couldn't Richard just take no for an answer? If you go to any other job, they've been fired.
All right. Well, I'll play you some of the tape. Artie, you did, you really were going at it. I sensed real anger in this. This was no good.
Listen, how would you, that initial blow-up Sal had, if you want to take that out and write it down, look at that on paper, that is some...
It was vicious.
do
It
that.
was vicious.
I want somebody to take Sal's initial blow-up and
On
write
the
it out for
show,
me, and
yeah.
I will read it out loud.
So
Maybe
you gotta,
that's a good idea.
you gotta look at it that way. So anything I say after that is kind of like, hey, what the fuck? I'm just defending myself after that, you know?
You sucked on Mad TV. You sucked on the Norm Show. Beer League sucks shit. It's fucking terrible.
Wow.
You know it. It was a flop. It went in 18 theaters. It made $250 grand in America. I can shit that out of my ass. Who are you to tell me about comedy
theaters,
and what people tell me off the air? You have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
You know, they got you aside and said,
And don't
oh,
carry
you guys should have been open.
Where were you?
You guys should put on all of those phone calls.
Where were you for the past 10 years? You were a third-rate middle. You were in Arizona doing the wagon wheel shit.
What do you know about?
And you were a stockbroker.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't carry myself like I'm the living legend of comedy.
You're a
and
dick.
you think he does.
And neither do I.
He's been milking.
You're a weirdo. You're a weirdo, Sal. You're a weirdo.
Go to New Jersey and rip off the fans again New Year's Eve with the same act you did last year, cocksucker.
You're a weirdo. It was in Philly.
You know, sometimes these arguments for me get to the point where I don't remember why they started.
Right.
Like, you know, they just kind of happen.
Well, it was a conversation on the wrap-up show the day before about Artie getting special treatment.
And then
that started
and
it.
then
Artie said,
then they kitchen sinked everything. They put everything, every gripe that they had against Artie, they piled on that day. It was this was wrong with Artie, that was wrong with Artie. So Artie had nothing to
Fred,
do.
no
with
one's gotten your opinion on this, and that's mainly because we usually forget you're here.
Wow.
Fred, please tell us, what are you thinking? Did you hear the wrap-up show clips? Would you like me to?
I did hear the wrap-up show clips, and I don't want to comment on those as of yet. But taking it from when Sal walked in and the clips and everything like that, it started off with one conversation, and as the conversation kept evolving, Sal kept letting out more and more stuff that he was mad at Artie about. And that was unfair. I mean, if Artie's getting special treatment, then just focus on that. He took it to, you know, like subtly even the score about, you know, like him, you know, maybe not being nice to him, ribbing on him and whatever. What they forget is Artie's a comedian.
Well, be angry with me if Artie's getting special treatment.
Yeah, but I mean, but no, they're just angry at Artie. They're at that point they're taking anything they can to get their point across. Artie is a comedian. I mean, when he does the stuff with, you know, high-pitched Mike, I mean, high-pitched Mike is getting cranked up, but you can clearly see, and at least I can see it, that Artie's just goofing with him. And I think that's what it started with yesterday, but these guys just kept going and going and
there
going.
was real anger.
And then when Sal got into that thing about saying, like, Artie was shit on Mad TV and that his movie sucked, I mean, that was, number one, it was all lies. And it was just mean. And at that point, Artie had no recourse except to, like, go at him.
Sounds to me like you're endorsing Artie.
I'm endorsing Artie on this one.
Yeah. It's never really clear to me what Fred is going to come out
I got
with.
that out of it.
No. I'm saying I didn't know where he stood.
He was taking a guess, and he guessed right.
Listen, but the other thing is, it's like, I mean, look, Howard, I think you were being nice to me yesterday and saying, like, you know, I came here with some major show business career. Whether it was major or not, it
you
definitely
had a career.
It was a career. But the other thing is, no, of course it was. I mean, I made a good money. I did all right. But I didn't come in here with an attitude like I did have a major career. You know what I mean? I didn't.
Right.
They're sort of projecting that on me. Like, what evidence do they have that I came in here going, listen, guys.
Well, why don't I play the clip?
It's your luckiest day ever.
Right, because you get to work with me.
I came in here as humble as I still am now, and as just as appreciative as I am now.
But Artie, why don't I play the clips now? And then who knows? Fred might even comment some more. You don't know.
Yes.
Or Fred could change his mind.
I can change my mind.
That's right.
No,
well, listen, again,
I'm pretty confident I'm going to stay right there.
My only defense about whatever I say is that Sal continues to say brutal shit. And the other thing that comes out is Richard is pulling people aside and talking about me. That is just creepy, and I don't want to deal with. I don't want any like office politics like that. It's awful. I don't want to deal with that.
What is it, Jason, who was very much involved in this whole... you were the guy who actually told Artie what Richard was saying behind his back.
And there's some people in an email that are actually angry with Jason because they think he kind of does these weasel moves.
I do. I felt horrible.
Liked his moves.
Thank you.
Yes.
No, I
but
really
it was
did.
a weasel move, yes.
Jason has learned well.
I felt bad. I was fanning the flames blamed for
no bigger
no
weasel
reason.
than me, and I've passed my genetics on to him.
Came here an innocent kid.
I just do want to tell her, it wasn't like Richard pulled me aside to badmouth you. I was just trying to say on the wrap-up show, which I stand by with that. I think Richard was angrier at you than he was letting on. Based
But
off
how would you know that?
Based off things he said, but it's not like he's running around.
Where was he saying it, though? How do you
Over the
know?
course of a normal conversation that you just, we're friends, we hang out, but it's not like he's running around pulling people aside, bad-mouthing you. That's all I want to clarify, because I know
Let me teach you something else.
What?
When you're a weasel, don't try to weasel out.
Don't try to weasel out.
Richard asked me to come in
Stand by your weasel dumb.
and say that, and it's the truth. I'm not making
Yeah,
it up.
but how did the conversation get to me and what you...
Well, let's listen to
Richard, is there anything you want to tell me bad about Artie?
Yeah, why? That's the point. Why in a normal, friendly conversation am I coming up?
I don't know. But it wasn't like he pulled me aside and said, "Let me badmouth Artie." Dude.
When Richard badmouthed Artie,
It was more like every time.
why did it even come up in the first place? What was Richard's whole?
Did you go on a
take?
fishing expedition?
I'm pretty sure it was one of those days a couple months ago where Artie either made fun of one of their phone calls on the air, or
And Richard
they
said
weren't
what
funny.
to you about Artie?
He was angry that he felt that Artie says one thing to his face and then another thing behind his back, and that Artie just constantly undermines him and puts him down, and he doesn't get it, and it really upsets him.
That to be the case. I mean, am I constantly?
No, I tell you, they're under a delusion back there. They're making each other paranoid.
I sit here, and there's times I've had tears coming out of my eyes, crying at some of the shit they've done. What are they talking about?
They never hear any of that.
Well, let's get to the wrap-up show because it got ugly, and not everybody heard it.
It is ugly.
It is ugly. It's as ugly as it gets. Here we go in no particular order, Robin. I don't know how much of this you heard.
I didn't hear much of anything.
All right, so then you are probably lucky to be hearing this
Yes,
now.
I am.
All right.
The funny thing with Sal is Sal cares so much about what the audience thinks of him that I was surprised that he showed that side of himself to the audience today. And I was talking to Shuley for Howard 100 News, and I said, Sal set himself back 100 years, because it's almost like a racist who doesn't want to be racist, and then one day he just blows up and starts blurting out the N-word. Like, that was a side of Sal that even I'd never seen before.
Well, here you go. Sal thinks every listener is as big an asshole as he is. You understand? Because when Sal was just a listener, he was the bitter motherfucker. And if you made him mad, he was the one who got on the computer like a little faggot with no time on his hands and said, we hate Fred because he said this, and we hate Artie because he said this. He thinks everybody is as big a lunatic and a psychopath as he is. So that's why he cares what the audience thinks so much, because he thinks they're all as nuts as him. Guess what, Sal? They're not. They're all normal compared to you. You're the nut. And I find him to be. I never thought he was funny. I think he's a winner of a radio contest that we let come on the show. He's willing to blow Richard and make phony phone calls. He's nothingness.
Well, then it escalated.
There you go.
I'm just going to play them.
That was before Sal got there.
Wow. Yeah, you gave it to him good, and then Sal finally came in to defend himself, and then it got even better.
It's so funny how Sal, this is another example of how he wants to be in the comedy community so long. A middler, Sal doesn't know what the fuck a middler is, more than he knows what ammonia is. He's not a comedian. He's not a comedian. He's not. I don't care what. I mean, then that's me being truthful. And, I mean, look, he can have those opinions all he wants about my comedy, but would it hurt me? Like, it would hurt me more if Bob Levy felt that than it did Sal. Because, I mean, if Sal was going to critique my, like, say I became a swindling, dishonest stockbroker, and I wanted to milk people out of money, and I wasn't educated, and I somehow passed a Series 7 test because I paid somebody off, or I cheated, and married a chick way hotter than I should have, and somehow had children with her, and then embarrassed her in life. If I was that guy and he insulted that lifestyle, like you said, you're horrible at swindling people, you're a horrible phony stockbroker, then I'd be upset, because that's something he's an expert at. I think Sal is awful. He's not funny. He's not talented on any level. He's a horrible stand-up comic. And the reason he got mad at Nick DiPaolo and blew up at him that one time is because Nick looked at him, like, you got to understand, a guy like Nick he's not as famous as Sal because Sal's on this show. So a guy like Nick, who's a brilliant comic, looks at Sal as like literally like a monkey, like he's a monkey act. Sal is Beetlejuice to Nick. So it just hurts Nick to do a gig with Beetlejuice. You know what I mean? Like I got to do he's a whackbacker. And that's how Nick will always look at him. And quite frankly, that's how I look at him.
Wow, that's rough. You know, like it left the world of funny into rough.
Tough love.
Rough.
Well, the funny train moved out a long time ago.
Funny train.
Wow. Mean train has pulled in.
Let's keep going with it. What the hell? You were on fire. And Sal does come into the argument eventually.
I'm not an angry guy.
This is Richard, his wife.
Oh. I'm not an angry guy. I get annoyed.
Do you even know what that means? Like Gary?
I actually had to have Gary explain what that means.
Well, listen, dude. Listen, just stay clear of me. I don't want to talk to you two anymore. I really don't, because I don't like you guys either. How's that sound?
I never said I
Fuck you.
like you.
No, I don't like you or Sal. So from this day on, stay clear of me, and we won't have any trouble. All right? And if you write a song parody about me, I may take my jabs again.
What? I can't say that I get a little annoyed when you rag.
That's not what Jason's saying, and quite
do.
frankly, I believe what Jason's saying.
Well, what did I say then?
Do you want me to go into it?
Go ahead, man. It's out on the table.
He's you know, he first of all, he gets insanely angry, you know, when you guys take a swipe at his comedy, and he'll just go on and on about it. But more vicious than you're getting on the air. You know, who does Artie think he is? You know, he says one thing to your face and then another thing behind your back.
That's true.
You know, but you say it in a very malicious.
No, I have said that because.
And you say it angry.
The instance,
What's angry?
and this is, I don't want to go and rehash the whole thing where we argued at your roast, but you came up to me at that comedy show, the benefit show that we did for Sal's buddy. Right. After my set, you said, "Hey, great job, Richard. You were really nice."
Yeah, okay.
Then
That one night you did good.
No, but then when you were at your roast, you said I sucked, and that's really the only time you had ever seen me at that time do comedy.
What roast? At my roast? We were roasting. It was a roast day. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying that was an instance where
the stuff I say during a roast might not be true.
I think that when you took a shot at Richard's comedy, it wasn't during your roast part. It was earlier in the morning we were talking about it, or earlier in the evening, and you just sort of said offhand, I think Richard's act sucked. He took that very hard. That I know.
Listen, part of show business is being phony. It really is. I got news for you. Everybody in this room thinks that they're going to go on and be the honest people that they think they are. You can't live in show business like that. You have to be dishonest. Does Gary like Gina Gershon? No. But is Gary dying to hear her album? No. But you have to be phony. You have to, otherwise you will not survive in this business. You will not. So well then.
And when you said to me after that gig, I took it literal when you said I did a good job.
I didn't even see your set, Richard.
Well, then you said, why'd you say good job?
Because I was being phony.
Wow. I mean, it was some wrap-up show. You know, for me, I got to say, you know, as somebody who has a radio show and, you know, the channels are, after all, called Howard 100 and Howard 101, it gives me a good feeling to know after we leave that there's good radio going on. And I didn't even have to be there.
You know, they should rename it the Truth Serum Show, because more people say
crazy crap,
crazy stuff on that show than anywhere else.
Let me tell you something.
Style.
Again, could you imagine if we lived in a world where everybody walked around being dead honest? No one would talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Well, you made a very good point.
You know, it's like, I mean,
let's continue here. Sal gets into the fray finally with you. I guess you kind of sucked him into the conversation.
Yeah, I sucked him.
Big mistake.
How much of what you said did you really mean? We said sometimes, like, you get all worked up and you say things maybe you don't mean just because you want to get under the guy's skin, but there's a lot of truth in that. We want to know how much of that was true.
And be honest, Sal.
I'm being honest. I'm always honest. That's my problem.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I said what I had to say, and that's it. And anybody can interpret it any way they like.
Well,
I know how I've... What?
Shut up, Jason.
So are you saying you stand
It's
behind?
not like looking at a Picasso and interpreting it, dickhead. What you said is pretty clear, and you said it angry.
All right, so take it any way you want to take it.
I'm going to take it as you said it, so never fucking talk to me again.
All right, not a problem.
He's so brilliant. It's like the scripture. You have to interpret
Yeah,
it.
he got deep. He got deep there.
I'm going to analyze it.
He wouldn't answer the question.
Well, maybe what he meant was.
Yeah, right. Problem. Good.
I meant a lot of things. I think that Artie is two-faced. I think Artie, one day he's helping you, the next day he's just constantly jabbing at you, consistently throwing you under the bus. And
on the air, I do stuff on the air. We're not all different on the air. It's not a show on the air.
Yeah, it is.
What do you want me to do? Say something kissing your ass every second on the
I'm
air?
not asking for
I'd lose
that,
my job in 2 seconds.
But you're consistent.
I'm trying
with
to say funny things.
All right, well, it's not working.
Why do you care so much what Artie thinks?
Because I admire and respect the guy, and I've always made that clear.
What? So now you're saying something completely different.
Right. How do you admire and respect the guy?
I don't know. Listen, let's
How do you
leave it.
admire and respect the guy?
Sal, you're not smart enough to get out of this right now. You're an idiot, and I don't want to talk to you ever again.
Well, the argument continued. Would you like to hear more?
Yes, this is amazing.
Right. Here we go.
If this show had a budget for writers, you guys would be you'd be whack packers still.
This show does have a budget for writing.
Oh yeah? Barely.
See, that's the thing, Artie. You don't know what we write. We're on Lotus Notes every day.
I've seen you guys write the last couple of sketches you wrote that didn't involve a phone call or a reality thing. I mean, my God, they were so embarrassingly bad. Like
Was Porn Star Family Feud good?
You
said it was great, and it was a great idea.
That was your idea.
I came, yeah.
Sal, a 6-year-old can have an idea like that.
Okay, there it is. There's the rebuttal. So when you challenge
Sal,
me, you
I'm
go
talking
back
about
to
a sketch. I'm talking about a sketch where everybody in the sketch is a character. There's no porn stars who are meth heads to bail you out when you need something funny.
What sketch were you in?
What are you talking about?
What sketch were you in that was great?
I was a writer on a sketch show for years where you don't have the reality of real people or a real phone call reaction.
And what happened
you guys
to you?
What happened to me? I wasn't fired from the show. I was a cocaine addict.
Hey,
I mean, that's
hold on, Sal. I got to step in for a second because you said something that's really making me nuts. We did Porn Star Family Feud long before you were
that's
near
old. The element of
this
old.
show.
I know that. I know that.
Don't take credit for writing.
Hold on. It was the idea of old versus new. That's the idea.
I'm talking about a sketch. I'm talking about a full sketch. I want you to bring out every full sketch.
I don't know.
That's what a real writer does. That's what a real writer does. A real writer doesn't fucking make phony phone calls and say cunt when someone answers the phone.
We don't work for Mad TV. We don't do sketch writing. We do audio stuff. We've done audio bits.
You're not writers. You're not a writer.
Are they performers? Like, what do you consider that?
They're whackbackers. They're the same way we have fun with a whackbacker. We have fun with them.
Wow.
So Artie, is it real? Was there any detente yesterday,
No.
or are you three not talking to one
Right
another?
now, I'm not. Right now, I don't want to talk to them. No.
Right.
I don't want to see
Right.
them.
What will happen when you walk outside, let's say during a break to go to the bathroom or something?
And you see them in the hall.
Right. What will you do?
I don't know. I'll look the other way. I don't
You will
know.
look the other way?
I will try to.
Yes.
What
if they say hello to you? Will you not say hello back?
Well, I'm afraid anything I might say would be ribbing them.
Right.
You see, I'm famous for doing things like this around
How
the
should he
office.
handle it?
So I'm really good at it.
I'm going to get some hints from Robin.
I want to hear
it. Robin's turned off.
Robin has cut off. I remember her cutting off John for a while. I gotta see how you do that.
What is it, Gary?
I just have one small request because I know there's a lot of clips to play, and I wasn't sure if you're going to finish it. But if you play one more, play the last one, number 9. This is how the show ended. This is the last 2 minutes of the show. All
right.
Stand up. It's about everything on the show. We're constantly being berated by him. So after a while, it festers in you, and I blew up today.
And I'm not constantly being berated by you through like dumb song parodies or bits or stupid shit like that.
Yeah, but to me, that there's a little bit more talent behind that. We're being creative. You're just doing underhand jabs like my kids die of AIDS and you're a queer. There's nothing there. I mean, there's no substance.
You're the man who wrote the line, I hope your father falls off a ladder.
You have to make it interesting. If I wrote something lame, it wouldn't be on the air. I mean, you're talking about it now because it's controversial. You
So
have
what
to make
I
it
do
interesting.
doesn't take talent talking on the mic all
It
day?
does, of course it does. But I'm saying that we constantly feel like you constantly
Then
jab
guess what? I'm not going to stop doing it. So I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't like the two of you.
Fine. Well, I said I blew up, and I blew up. I'm moving on. There's nothing I could do about it.
Well, good. So that's it. I don't want to talk to you guys anymore. I really don't like you guys. I really don't.
So I guess lunch is out.
I think Richard's bummed out because he
fuck him. I don't give a fuck. He's the one who started. He's the one who talks behind my back.
No,
he's the one who says I'm a
Jason
backstabbing jerk off.
but
I agree with Jason. You know you say that shit. I could tell the way you act. So don't ask me for more advice or about, I'm not going to tell anyone else at Rescue Me that you're available for a job. And don't talk to me about your goofy acting. God, I would love to see you act doing something in that acting class. It's probably so bad.
Your acting's awful.
But guess what? I passed auditions. I got hired. What leg do you have to stand on with
so
that?
you can
How does
flap
that-
your fat lips on the show and plug it.
All right.
And it was disgusting to call
Even
yourself
with the show-
Artie Lang from Rescue Me on Letterman after all the fucking things Howard did for you. That was awful too.
What do they call you?
Show up. Don't talk to me, Artie.
What do they
Don't
call
talk to me,
you on
Artie.
Letterman?
You're not talking to me.
What do they call you
Don't
on
talk to
Letterman?
me.
What do they call you on Letterman, Sal?
They call me Sal Governale. Somebody who works for the Howard Stern Show and is proud of it.
That's not me. Really, Sal, go fuck yourself. I never want to see you again.
Well, lose 200
Stay in your
pounds.
little smelly
It's-
hole.
it's impossible when you're 300
Stay
pounds.
in your
People in
little
Japan can see
smelly
you.
fucking hole. Go put on some more makeup, you raccoon.
Hour 100, hour 100.
Howard, you have to understand, when Artie's going, stay in
I
your
didn't know
fucking...
you didn't like Gina Gershon.
You know what I
learned
like?
that.
John Hine calmly going, Howard 100, Howard 101.
When Artie's going, stay in your fucking hole, Sal's at the door, still yelling like it was so real.
Yeah. Well,
And
of course
Sal's
it's
yelling,
real.
fuck you, and Artie's going, go in your fucking hole.
Look,
This,
sometimes you interact with people you don't like. I don't like those guys.
Did this screw up your diet yesterday? Did you manage to? Were you so upset that you had to start eating?
I thought about that too.
You know what? No, I actually stayed on it.
Yeah, you just-
good.
Yeah.
You're going to show them.
That's the most important.
That's right. Good for you.
Doing it for them.
Wow. Well, actually, there was one or two more clips. I don't know if you want to
Wow.
hear them.
I mean, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was good stuff. I have one here called Sal and the Power of the Show.
Okay.
And then I have another one, Bob Levy on Who is a Comedian.
Ooh, Bob Levy on Who is a Comedian.
Levy went to the mic. This is classic Levy.
right.
Levy went to the mic, Howard, and the first 10 seconds, no one knew what he said.
All right, let's hear it.
Bob, you work with both these guys on the road. Yes. Where do you assess this? Is Sal not a comedian? Is Artie right?
This is not an argument about comedy, John. I'm not arguing about comedy.
He asked Bob a question.
Okay, Artie comes from like this from us that were comedians.
What?
Jesus. No, you know. Like,
Thank you, my mouthpiece. Thank you.
No, we're comedians. We started as comedians, and things led from there. Sal started on the show and was able to get into comedy from the show.
Was I doing comedy with you at open mics and going to your shows 2 years
Don't
before
come
Howard
open
hired me?
mics. A monkey could go an open mic,
But
you
it's
moron.
but it's paying your dues. It's working your stuff out.
Yeah, but you never paid your dues. You didn't come
didn't?
up the way you're supposed to
How
come
did
up.
I not come up
The
the way?
open mics never led to anything. You lighting Gary's teeth on fucking. I mean, that's what you're a fucking crazy caller that we gave a job to.
They don't just give a job to anybody, Artie.
It was a contest. I mean, what the fuck?
I didn't win the contest. I was hired just like you.
You didn't win the contest.
Hold on, guys. How do you answer the charge that Howard leveled against you guys today that it's similar to the way somebody won American Idol? That you're at that big level.
Yeah, Howard said it, not
but maybe
me.
you haven't earned it. And I'm not saying...
I don't care. I'm not looking for. I'm not looking to. I just want to do my job and have a little more respect for Artie.
And then just stay.
That's
You're
it.
not getting it now. Stay away from me.
All
Do
right,
your
fine.
job, and I'll do mine.
It's all rather sad, actually.
Yeah.
Really? I'm
Actually,
not sad at all.
Well, you
You're
know
happy.
what? I thought we had a happy little home here.
I did too.
I didn't know all this dissension
Well,
was brewing under the surface.
When we came to Satellite, it seemed as if everyone was excited and loving one another, and now here we are.
It's a big rift.
2 years into the experiment, and things are worse than
A
ever.
chasm has opened.
A jism.
A jism. Somebody shot jizz into the chasm.
That's right. chasm is filled with jism.
That's what happened.
I do have this clip called Sal and the Power of the Show. I haven't heard it.
I want to hear Sal's Power of the Show speech.
I would just replay this whole show, and then I could go home.
You don't even know what a middler is. You're a doofus. When's the last time you... Sal, before you got on the show, when's the last time you were at a club in Iowa on the road talking about middlers?
First of all, I'm not comparing my comedy to yours.
There's no comparison.
Exactly. If that's how you want to look at it, that's fine. What I was talking about is that
you're not a comedian. You want to be in that club. You go to the Comedy Cellar and try to like kiss everybody's ass to get on stage.
Oh, whose ass have I kissed?
Everybody I've ever seen. Everybody you've ever come in contact with.
Tell me one ass I've kissed. I haven't kissed anybody's asses. I've worked at bars. I've worked at open mics. I continue to do that stuff.
And you'd still be doing it if you weren't on this show.
But I am on this show, Artie. I made it on the show. And where would you be if Howard didn't hire you? You'd be dead in the gutter on a fucking heroin overdose. Well, you couldn't even hold the jobs. You couldn't even hold the jobs that you had because you were a fucking junkie. You're the fucking idiot and loser. At least I'm smart enough to hold myself together and keep my family together through tough times and not bail with drugs. So you're the fucking idiot.
I don't have any fucking kids.
You.
I don't have any kids or a wife.
Yeah, you never can.
And you're clearly your
testicles are fucking corroded with drugs. That's why you can't have kids. Your testicles are dried up like two fucking raisins with all the heroin and junk you put in it because you weren't confident enough to write good shit. Otherwise, you'd still be on Mad TV.
Write good shit. You're an idiot.
You write the sketches. You write the pranks. You do them.
Dope. You're a dope.
Oh yeah, I'm a dope. I'm telling the truth.
Somebody just called up with every once in a while. The fans call in with a phony phone call. It's just as funny as shit you do.
And you know what? And we applaud them and we thank them and we continue to tell them to send stuff in. We love the fan contributions.
Maybe one day they'll be taking your job if they'll work for cheaper.
Maybe they will.
You're talentless.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
Are your testicles really dried up and you're not unable to have children? I didn't know that.
Are you shooting dust, Artie?
Well, here's the thing. They are, and I want to know how he knows that.
Well, let me
Sal's
tell
some
you.
sort of doctor.
Do you guys want me to set up some sort of parameters in the halls and stuff? Like maybe I should have Sal and Richard come in?
No, I think we could be mature. I mean, look, if they want to come, I'm surprised they haven't come in.
You're not going to fight or anything.
Oh, no. I might. Well, if I do, look, that's my swan song.
No, we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want you having to make that decision or us having to make that decision about you.
Wow.
So I suggest that we get 𝗛cie𝗄𝗿𝗍 in here.
I don't know if he could solve that.
To work out some kind of group counseling session.
Who's the feud guy?
Oh, that other guy, that Croce guy.
Croce's head exploded when he
might need both of them.
We'll hook up 𝗪𝗻 and Croce. Oh, and Sal and Richard, do you guys want to work out the parameters of your relationship with Artie?
Yeah, I can't believe they haven't come in here. Are they afraid to come into the studio now?
Hey, JD. JD. What? We're not falling apart. We're not upset. We're simply working and moving on.
We're not mad.
We're not mad. We're
We're
not
over
falling
it.
apart. We're working and moving on.
Is that how we're going to be affected?
I don't know.
Is that the punishment?
Where are the boys?
They've got a spokesperson.
Oh, here's JD. Yeah, what's up?
I am the spokesperson.
Go ahead.
They said they are fine.
They're fine what? I want to work out the parameters.
Well, if they're fine, why aren't they
They just said they are fine.
I'm telling you, we need somebody to psychologically counsel the two of them. They're going crazy on their own.
Did they really just send JD in here?
Yes, they did.
That is so pussy.
Come on.
I tell you, they're losing it back there.
I might be back with
I won't take any jabs, guys. I won't take any jabs.
They must be afraid of you.
Yeah, they obviously are hurt.
I won't take any jabs, guys. Come on.
You babies, get in here.
Wow. Artie took a jab at me. Artie took a jab at me, Jason. Did you hear that?
I just
what
got
are you, girls?
Oh, Artie talked behind my back. I think he's two-faced.
I just got a note here. JD is a horrible spokesperson. That's not what they said.
Oh,
and
they come
say
in and speak for yourself.
They say they are too busy working to come in here.
Oh.
Oh, what bullshit.
Sure.
What bullshit.
All right, well.
Is that how they're going to treat this?
Evidently.
You have requested their presence.
Yeah, you're right, exactly. What the fuck is going on here?
JD.
Hey, good morning.
Go in and tell him I'm working on the Larry King audiobook.
And I'm working on Gary the Retard, know your knowledge of the show game.
Knowledge of the show.
Yep.
The spokesperson is back.
Oh, JD, the spokesperson for Sal and Richard.
Roy Cohn is back.
Just to let you know what they are working on.
Why would you pick JD as a spokesperson? He's the least articulate.
I think I was just walking through the hallways and...
Yeah, you're the only one who would come in for them. But go ahead. What's going on?
Richard is working on a Larry King audiobook.
Great.
And Sal's working on a Gary the Retard knowledge of the show game.
Is that their way of showing me that they're doing?
They're very busy.
I mean, they're being immature.
Yes, they are.
Richard was really bummed out yesterday that the fight happened on Halloween. He didn't want to ruin the holiday.
Yeah, his whole Halloween day.
Like that's his whole
favorite
big day.
Yeah.
He kind of ruined his day.
Was he upset that I said he came dressed up as a shitty writer?
He took offense to that, yes. I don't mind telling you. Well, I love you all. And
I can't believe they won't come in here.
And I appreciate everyone's contribution to the show, and I hope that you guys work this out. I mean,
know. It's a shame that you have to hear this.
It's very upsetting to me.
I guess there need to be parameters because they obviously aren't coming into the studio if Artie's in it.
What? Yeah, I mean, guys, seriously, I won't say anything nasty or something. Or what's the matter?
I don't know. I'm a little disappointed.
I mean, they're actually turning down airtime.
We want an ISDN line in our office. I'm not kidding. That's the next one.
Why does everybody come in on the wrap-up show, but they won't come in on my show?
Yeah.
Here's JD.
They gotta be kidding me.
They gotta stop.
I mean, talk about passive-aggressive. This is their way of saying, look, Art, enough of your silliness. We're getting back to writing.
Yes, JD?
They want an ISDN line in their office.
See, they can't come in here. They're afraid.
They're afraid to be in a room with Artie?
Yeah.
Boy, that's a pussy move. I never thought I thought those guys were fearless. I guess I had it wrong.
Yeah, I thought they were too.
Yeah, that's a little shocking to me. I thought they were fearless.
They want an ISDN line in their office.
Well, then you clearly won the argument if they're
Yeah.
afraid to come near you.
Yep.
You're like an angry bear
Listen,
who defeated them.
I mean, you know.
They don't want to tangle with the bear again.
You clearly won. You've intimidated them right out of the studio, and they love being
And you know how they love airtime.
I mean, it's like winning an argument with a couple of chimps.
Tell him we're not mad. We're just busy.
Yeah, we're not bad. We're just busy. Say, we're not looking for Fox contracts to leave the show. We're working here.
Here's JD.
Back again?
Their spokesperson.
They say they're not mad, they're not busy, and they're not looking for
busy.
Fox contracts to leave the show.
They said they're not mad and they're not busy.
They're not bad, they're busy.
They're not bad.
No.
This is the spokesperson.
Where are they, JD?
They're not mad. They're not busy.
They're not mad, they're busy, and they are not looking for Fox contracts to leave the show.
Fox contracts.
Oh, because I had a Fox contract. I got news. I got news. No one's offering it.
Hook Nose Mike, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning. How are you? Hook Nose, you bastard. What's happening,
Thank you.
brother?
Yes.
And listen, I just wanted to say, why aren't those two little pussy faggots getting in the fucking studio? Why are they hiding? Howard, you're their boss, bro. Tell
No,
them
I mean, if they don't want to come in, they don't have to, but it is a pussy move.
But my point is this the way the show is going to be now? We never see Sal and Richard? They never appear in the studio?
It's up to them.
JD.
Richard would like you to read an email that Howard skipped over.
And this JD thing, this is really.
And now they're sending him with written notes. I mean, it's ridiculous.
What do you want?
They said they are not attention whores, and they also have a couple emails that you ended up skipping over that they
Oh,
won't
my
read.
goodness.
I skipped over many pro Artie ones and many pro Sal and Rich. I can't read every email. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Sal always sent them all anyway.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, Hook Nose.
All right.
Should I not read these?
No, I mean.
If they want to read it, they should read
it. They can come in and read it. That'd be fine.
They're now sending you in to tell Howard how to do do the show?
Wait a minute. I got to hear
they
JD
just
read
want these read.
You want to hear JD read?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. All right, you can read.
Read anything.
Email number 1. Artie is an asshole. Listening to him on the wrap-up show makes me realize what a piece of shit he is. He cannot hide behind personal problems or addiction anymore. He has shown his true self on the wrap-up show now. He has some respectable comedy experience, but that doesn't give him license to beat up very funny people like Richard and Sal when all they are trying to do is gain some experience themselves. Artie could leave the show and I wouldn't care. In fact, I hope he does as long as Jackie doesn't replace him. He sucks too. I listen to Pay because of Howard and the comedy of Richard and Sal. By the way, Artie, Mad TV sucked when you were on it. I don't dislike you. I'm indifferent to you.
There you go, Artie. Well, you did get some negatives.
That did sound like that sounded like an 8th grader reading it.
Well, it was very
All right, thank you.
Hi, my name is JD.
All right, JD, thank you.
Sorry.
So Howard, you're just gonna let these fucking guys not come in, huh? You're gonna let them push out?
What can we do? We're in here. We can't drag them in.
I can't force them to
I
come.
spoke to Richard Howard earlier, and I said, Richard, go in, and he goes, you know what, man? Going in just makes it worse. It was a mistake for us to do the wrap-up show. I should have never done it. It just makes it, we're getting chewed up, and it's just not worth it.
Well, then come in and say that.
Chewed up? Look, I just got chewed up in an email. It was better than JD read it than Howard.
I'll tell you one thing, Artie. I'm going to say this to you, and I mean this. I'm not taking any kind of sides here, but I got to tell you something. You're a man, and they're two pussies. Because,
that's right.
You're willing to sit here.
You're willing to face them.
Face it. But I have to say, you win this round because you showed up. And you said, you just took a knock of the email. I didn't see you fall apart. I didn't see you crying over it.
Right. We all take knocks.
That's right.
You know what? Anytime there's fucking any other controversy going on in the studio, they're the first guys to run in with their fucking dick swinging. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Literally.
Now it's time to fucking sit down and, stand up and be a fucking man and do what you got to do. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Man, baby. All right,
thank you, Hook Nose.
And the radio that could be created, from us arguing again, I'm sure is way better than the fucking game you're working on.
This is really unmanly.
This severely
This
severely cuts into their participation and the contribution to the show.
That's right.
Fucking faggot! The Iron Sheik is my spokesman. Fuck you! That'd be funny if I just send
a spokesman.
Send the Iron Sheik back.
Faggot! That would be funny.
Fucking faggot! You're gay and faggot! I have message from Artie.
We got to get the Iron Sheik in
piece
here.
of shit!
JD!
And the contribution to the show.
Tell him we know that they're baiting us to come in by saying that Artie won the fight.
Right. Yes.
They know you are you're trying to bait them.
I'm not trying to bait anyone. I'm telling the truth. I'm going to tell you what they come off like, and I know everyone in the audience is thinking it because I'm thinking it.
Oh, they think Howard's bullshitting right now?
I don't know. They just
tap in pretty good to the audience. I'm telling you, they look like two maggots sending you in here like you're their mommy, and they're hiding behind your skirt. And Artie's just sitting here saying, "Hey, man." All I wanted to ask him was, what are you going to do if you see Artie in the halls?
Yeah.
And how's this all going to work? That's it. The argument was over already. It's a push move. They're afraid of Artie.
This is bullshit.
It shows their fears, and it shows that they're scared.
Did they spend all night on the internet typing to each other about what a big mistake they made?
I am Sal.
They've been intimidated by Artie. They have.
They were talking to other SFM people. Hey, Artie's black bloated liver. Weren't we right?
Yeah, I would bet 99% of the people on Stern Fan Network right now are writing that Artie wins and Sal and Richard are pussies.
And that's right.
I really don't think those guys like me too much either. So
I guarantee you've won over some fans here.
Look, he's being called back for another statement.
This is really unbelievable.
Over some fans.
JD! JD! Come here!
Look, he's being called back for another statement.
Hey, hold on.
This is really unbelievable.
Say, we just created a great bit by sending you into the show.
That's our spokesperson.
That's what we do.
Right.
I would never send in a spokesperson to speak for me.
On this show? I've never seen this before.
I would never have a spokesperson.
It's like the Cold War we're experiencing detente.
And if I was insane enough to have a spokesperson, it would never be JD.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go ahead.
They just said they created a great bit by sending me in to be their spokesman.
Great.
That's what they do.
You eclipse them as performers, then. That's what they're saying.
Oh, so you're the bit.
I guess so.
Yeah, all right. Well, then don't come in.
And this is better than if they showed up themselves. Okay.
JD.
Yes.
You the new spokesperson for Richard and Sal?
I guess.
Why didn't they want to go in?
I don't know. Talk to them.
Are they afraid?
I don't know. Talk to them.
Are you more muscle than they are? Do you have more balls?
I don't know about that.
Sal.
Yeah.
How come you guys don't want to go in the studio?
There's nothing for us to go in for. What do we have to go in for?
But why are you sending JD in?
Because we're busy working.
I called Richard last night. I felt bad about it last night. Basically, the fight was going fine. I fanned the flames for the sake of fanning the flames, and while it added more humor, I hope, to the situation. You know, Richard's a really, really good friend of mine, and he's really bummed out right now. And, you know, it just makes Artie feel worse. It makes Richard feel worse. It makes me feel worse. It's the sickness that is his office of people constantly feeling bad. But this was my fault, trying to man up and, you know, apologize and take responsibility for it. I feel really badly.
To tell you the truth, I think on the positive side of life. I think about all the fun I'm going to have this weekend. I think about yesterday was Halloween. I got to go to the parade. Got to talk about growing up on the farm yesterday on the show. Got to dress like Ronnie for Halloween. That's what's on my mind. I block bad stuff out of my mind, and I cover it up with alcohol and horror movies and heavy metal and fun, and that's what's on my mind right now.
You're all about self-medication.
I'm all about it, and I'm gonna just work hard on my job, make funny bits for the show. I got a great job, and I'm gonna enjoy it.
All right, Richard.
And God bless America.
It's been a busy, wonderful week. Artie's at a war with Sal and Richard and high-pitched Mike.
Tell you, it's an official war. I think it's an official.
What has happened in the halls?
Well, they stay in their room, and I walk around, and they're not to be found. I've never been in a feud this serious before. I really haven't.
How do you feel? Do you feel like you want to make things better or fix everything up, or are you willing to have things be awkward?
I don't like it to be awkward, and part of me is starting to think, like, it's all fun and new now, but it might start affecting the show. Well.
Oh, no.
Finally.
Here is a man who refused to come in up until now. It's Sal Governal.
Good morning, everybody.
Did you have a statement to make, or are you going to hide behind JD's skirt?
Oh, and Richard, too.
And Richard, too. Uh-oh, there's a statement coming out of Richard and Sal. This is a new development. Howard 100 News is rushing to the scene.
We're just doing this to avoid that awful wrap-up show. So. Anyway.
And we have Robin to thank for us. She gave us a nice talk earlier.
Yeah.
There was a meeting between you and Robin?
Yes.
And at what point in the show did this occur?
At a commercial break.
About 2 hours ago.
Yeah. Interesting.
I think this is a bad way to handle this. You know what? What's really interesting to me, remember when you guys first started working and we were in the halls of K-Rock?
Yeah.
And I said it was great to have you here because of the spirit you brought to the place. And now I knew that everybody who worked on the show really loved working on the show.
Yes.
And that we were one big happy family.
Yes.
Well, what's happening?
We still love
You broke our spirit.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
So if we get some spirited people, we break them?
I don't know. If we're a family, how come, we're the outcasts, we're the creeps, we're the idiots.
No. I think you
Which
guys...
is fine.
You guys are isolating yourselves. I was thinking for the last
Robin, when
couple
you make
weeks.
fun of us, there's a difference.
you do it in the content of the show. The only thing that we came up with Artie is that when we don't rip Artie's ability as a comedian. We don't rip Artie's funniness. We don't rip you as a newscaster, or we don't rip you on your state, you know, the intelligent things that you say. We'll make fun of, like, let's say, your weight or meats and vegetables. We'll make fun of Artie's drug addiction if that's the topic. But every time we play a phony phone call, or every time we come in, it's don't ever have these guys on again. I'm sick of them. They're gay. They're not funny. Whenever we talk about stand-up comedy, we're hacks. It's like, it's the work that we provide that we have the spirit for. He crushes our spirit for our contributions.
But we're not saying.
That's where.
Why didn't you give that statement to your spokesperson?
Because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you need to write. This is the statement that JD should have come in and said.
I don't complain about raccoon eyes. I don't complain about the emotional friend, which is funny.
Right.
I don't complain about Artie's comedy.
This is a valid argument.
But when me and Richard are breaking our ass every day, it's about our work. That's what Bob. We admire
We're not
Artie,
even saying for
and
Artie
we
to
admire
stop
your.
Congratulations, Robin knows and nobody in the audience does.
But that's my point. I was like, at the very least, they could have
Robin's-
written this statement for
Well,
JD.
now, Robin, now you can be our.
No. I think the JD bit is working. You really need to give him some notes and write them down so that he can come in and make your statements. These are great.
Notes.
And this is what you're depriving us of on the air.
And she agreed she would be our moderator for this, if you don't mind, Howard.
Why would I agree to that?
Well, no, just to make sure they get their statements out, because I thought they had some interesting things to say.
All right, go ahead.
Here's my statement.
Thanks for waiting till 10:45 to do
Well, she came in and talked to us right before you did the / Cousin Brucey interview. You were so busy, we didn't want to interrupt.
The thing is, here it is with Artie in a nutshell. Artie knows how I feel about him, and I know how Artie feels about me, and we do have a good relationship. What bothered me is me and Richard are very passionate, as you know, and insecure about our work on the show. We go nuts over it. We drive Gary crazy. We drive you, Howard, crazy. And we don't mind any of the jokes, any of the ball breaking, any of the raccoon references, any of the emotional friend, which is, I've said a million times is funny, and the roasts are great. What hurts us is that when Artie takes a jab at our work that we're passionate about the show, if he says that our jack and rods are redundant, if he calls us fifth graders, if he says any kid could do our prank calls, if he says we take an easy route by using cunt in calls, and he comes back and he says that Richard Christie is a hack comedian, we're just up and coming guys. And we respect and admire Artie, and we want to be a part of the family, and we would love his help. So I don't care about anything that you do, and I've laughed over everything you've done, and I applaud the ball breaking, but we are passionate about what we do for the Howard Stern Show, and that's where we feel we're being ribbed, and we're being kind of, jabbed at.
And we're not mad. We're not mad at Artie. We just get hurt when things get said.
I listened to this. And this is a quote from you yesterday, Sal. I'll read it back to you.
I know, but see, what you're doing
you said
is
this.
Stern...
Wait a second now. You said you're not mad, but let's find out.
Yesterday, okay.
You said the following, and I'm just reading from a transcript. I'm not putting anything in your mouth. You said this to Artie's face.
It's gonna be brutal. I know.
You were on those stupid fucking shows before Howard Stern. Nobody knew you.
Well, they were stupid.
You sucked on Mad TV. You sucked on the Norm Show. Beer League sucks shit. It's fucking terrible.
It's a lot of projects to suck in.
It was a flop. It was in 18 theaters and made $250,000 in America. I could shit that out of my ass. For you to tell me about comedy and what people tell me off the air, you have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Okay.
Now, that is a quote.
That's
so
my
don't
quote.
tell me you weren't mad. That's not true.
Howard, I never said I wasn't mad. I said it.
So compared to
Hold on,
the
can I
movies
finish?
you were in,
Robin,
grossed a lot
moderate
more
this.
than I.
Well, let us say this.
Let me finish.
What I talked about with them before was that all of the things they did yesterday only caused a big break. It didn't really express how they truly felt. It was lashing out in anger, and they really didn't say to you what they actually feel.
So what happened was with Artie taking those digs at what we do, our work, not other stuff, which we don't have a problem with.
it festered in us. And we said, you know, we're not even going to deal with Artie anymore. We're not going to let him make fun of our calls and say they suck. Let him say all the shit he says about our work. And we'll just sit in the back and do the best that we can. And then it came to the breaking point where I came on the show and Artie said, you guys are glorified whack packers that won a contest. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. I was personally offended on from a work perspective, not a personal one. And the only angle I could take back at Artie was diminishing his work as a professional. That was the only angle. I wasn't going to go beneath the belt. That wasn't my intent. My intent was like, hey, you keep knocking me. I'm breaking my ass every day. I'm passionate about what I do. I love what I do. Where can I go? I could say, well, I think you sucked on Man TV and you sucked on Beer League. Is that true? No. But it was to a certain degree, maybe. But that was the angle.
What is this?
It's ridiculous, Sal. It's so phony.
It's not phony at all.
Yes,
what is this?
See,
it's bullshit.
No, and that's the truth. And that's the
But that's why we didn't come in earlier, because no matter what we say, we can't defend ourselves.
You said all that stuff before I mentioned that you won a contest. Yes, you did.
Tell me when.
The stuff Howard just read.
That's what I said yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
And then I said you won a contest reacting to that.
Right, but I didn't say all that. No, when they brought the wrap-up show.
That is true, because on the next page,
of course it's
several pages later, Artie said that.
Okay, but there was several things that Artie said beforehand, which triggered me to say that. Artie, do you mean how in anger, I spoke improperly? And when you get mad, you say things that you don't mean, and you try to hurt people like you did to me.
Well,
and
I try to hurt you? Does anybody else in this room feel that I constantly bash their phone calls?
I don't think you constantly bash their phone calls. I think they are super sensitive to your criticism. And so every time it does happen, it's like in neon to them. And they don't forget from the last time. It just gets heaped on and heaped on, so that they are suffering. Every time they do something and you go, that's 5th grade, or why do you guys have to do that? They're like, Artie hates our work.
No, but
shouldn't the compliments I give them make just as big an impact?
They don't hear that. You know when you're in a comedy club and you see the one guy not laughing and you focus on him and everyone, okay.
Right, and
we're offended. We get offended if anybody, if Howard, Robin, Fred, if anybody like rags on our work, we get offended by them too, but at the time, they were asking us about you, Artie. We're not focusing on you. Robin has said bad things about our stuff, too. Everybody has said bad things.
See, I own up to it. If I said it, it's okay.
The only problem I have with you guys is a lot of the gay stuff, but your phony phone call stuff is great.
Yeah,
thank you. That's awesome.
But Howard,
I like the gay stuff.
Right, I was going to say Howard likes the gay stuff.
What does it matter what I think?
It matters because
But what do you care as long as I keep you employed?
Exactly.
Because I like what you're doing.
Yeah, but you know what? We respect and love Artie just as much because he is a funny figure on the show. There's no denying it. And Artie does come to us off the air, so we do get mixed signals.
But that's what
I
couldn't understand, how you could be so vicious to Artie. And it's not only off the air. Artie has tried to be an advisor to you.
Right.
He's taken you under his wing.
Yep.
He's told you how he thinks you could extend your career beyond this show. He's been your advocate. How could you be attacking him?
Because lately, within the past month, I don't know what it is, like when Artie no longer returns phone calls. I know Artie's going through a lot, and I'm not putting the blame on Artie.
Oh, you're calling him?
No.
You're
well,
bothering him.
No, probably. But Artie's in his own world. He's got his own issues, and I hope they work out. But like, we just feel like there's no communication, and the only time me and Richard hear something, like Howard said, like the guy in the comedy club, we just hear the negatives, and we got to a point where, look, we'll just let Artie be, and and we were convinced that you just don't like us at all. And
I don't.
You guys are very paranoid back there, and maybe I should separate the two of you.
Because you're feeding
I think
each
the two
other.
of you are sitting back there day in and day out, and both of you, I don't think between the two of you have an IQ point higher than 90. I think you're sitting there and feeding each other a bunch of stuff. You're getting paranoid.
But that's not true.
Don't talk to each other anymore.
All we talk about is
so much weeing and all of you.
But in other words, guys, see, what you're doing here is a very bad thing for the show. Right. In other words, now you're forcing me to censor myself in my head.
Not at all.
Yes, you are, Sal. Like now I gotta figure out what is going to offend you and what isn't going to offend you.
Nothing offends
and that's
me.
not.
But
Sal, clearly something offends you. That's why you're here.
Everything offends
Artie,
you.
I was
nothing offends me. Sal, that's not how this show operates.
Sal, you're the guy who got on the show by goofing relentlessly on Baba Booey. And
they were goofs. But when you ever hear me talk about Gary as a producer, I'm the first guy to say that
he's horrible.
I say he's a great producer. I only say that once in a while to get on his skin.
You say once in a while Gary's a horrible producer to get under his skin.
Right.
So accept that from Artie.
I can.
Sal, you've called me a shitty producer so many times I can't even count it.
All right, but have I called you a great producer?
No.
When asked who
has Artie called you a great comedy guy?
Yeah, from time to time.
And has Artie called you a shitty comedy guy?
Yeah.
She does the same thing you do.
I know.
Go back there and suck it up.
But listen,
that's my point. The point
get over it, man. Get over it.
The point that I'm trying to make is that we respect and admire Artie, and we're passionate about our work, and that's why we were mad.
I told you do good work. That's all that matters.
But listen to this. Like everybody,
I resent you worrying about what Artie thinks.
We do this. What we did
exactly. I agree with
us
you.
Us getting upset at what Artie said. Everybody's had that happen to them on this show. Artie's got upset at you for setting him up with that bit when you brought the girl in that liked faggot.
Okay,
Robin
but did I
upset.
give Howard some sort of edict about not?
No, and we're not giving you an edict.
Yes, you are.
No.
Yes, you are.
No.
You're telling me there's certain things you don't want me to say.
No, we're not saying that. We're just saying we get irked when you say it, but keep saying it. We'll deal with it.
Sal,
you clearly can't deal with it.
Sal, wait a second. Sal, you don't want him to keep saying it, do you?
No, I've come to the point where I just have to. That's it.
So you're going to be allowed to say about Gary, he's a shitty producer, and Time say he's a good producer, and call him a monkey and everything else.
And me and Aaron Addict and write lines for I've been spiked that my father falls off a roof, and that's all fine.
And you're going to be able to do
You want me to start censoring you, motherfuckers?
But the point, no, not at all. And you know what?
So fuck off.
That's fine. I could deal with
Artie
that.
didn't
But at
say
least
anything to you about writing about his father falling off the roof. I thought it was a little wild.
No.
Here, let me.
Why is that okay?
I sit back and I take it. I take it.
Because it fell within the content of the show. High Pitch Mike and him had a feud. High Pitch Mike came to me, and me and
Why
Richard
is it
composed
okay
the
for you
song.
to Gary?
You're an asshole, Sal.
Why is it okay for you to call Gary a shitty producer? That's
to break his balls, but
so
we
is it fair
think
to break your balls?
Yes.
So then why are you telling him you don't like it?
Why does Artie do the emotional friend while I'm crying on the couch?
Because it's funny.
Right, and that's why we do what we do.
But then why are you now on the air
I'm not the one, right? I'm not the one instigating
we're not
this.
talking about that. What I'm trying to say is that when it's within the content of the show, when you're discussing Artie's drug addiction, when you're discussing his way, when you're discussing,
hold
on, when
what
you're
do
discussing,
I crowbar it in?
No, when you're discussing issues with me and issues with Richard, we have no problem. I don't have a problem.
You have a problem.
Makeup,
You know what your problem is.
raccoon,
Your problem,
emotional friend that you egg him onto. I have no problem. Gary danced around me with a. Wait, let me tell you.
You know what your problem is.
I've never complained about any of that.
Your problem is when Artie says that you're a shitty comedian.
Yes.
But you say
because
Gary's
that's my
a shitty
work.
producer.
But it's
How
not,
is that different?
It's not a comedian. I know I am green at comedy. I've admitted it.
So then what's the problem?
I'm talking about the work that me and Richard composed for the show.
So what does Gary do for the show?
Yeah, but it's different.
Why?
I don't know. I can't
Why
put
is
my
it
finger on
different?
it.
You mean your work for the show is different than Gary's work for the show? In other words, when you say Gary's a shitty producer, isn't that the same as Artie saying you guys are shitty, phony phone callers?
Yeah, but you could see...
First of all,
you could
that's
see
not
past
what
that.
I'm saying.
What do you mean? I can't see past that?
You can see the difference in that.
I'm playing your call.
I know, but
I don't see a difference in that at all.
Can I say something?
You got to suck it up.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about Artie. We feel that Artie jabs a lot of our hard work.
Artie jabs your hard work, and you jab Gary's hard work.
But let me say this. But
wait, don't nod your head. You don't know that you jab Gary's hard work?
I make fun of him. It's a goof. It's a joke.
It's a goof when
We
you
all
do
jab each other's hard work.
We think that Artie's being
because
sincere
you're
in his
paranoid.
Right.
I mean, Gary's healthy. Everyone here's healthy, but you're not.
Right.
So then get healthy. Go see a psychiatrist.
Well, that's what I said. The opening of my statement was it's because of our insecurity and our paranoia that we got upset
You don't
with
think I have
Artie.
insecurities about comedy? Every performer on earth has
Everybody here has
We do.
insecurities.
We think that.
I want to run something by Sal because this is one of those things that I thought was, maybe humor in your mind, but not to me. The week you were in Forget John's Job, right? Howard and I had some incident. There wasn't a piece of paper in front of him, a cart that he needed or whatever. And we got into a fight and everything and, like a real thing. And you walked in and you go, here's the problem, Howard. Gary's a horrible producer.
Right.
And you know what? I wasn't finding humor in that. I dealt with it. I wouldn't even know if I'm going to have to deal with you forever.
I thought it was funny.
It was funny to them, and I took
Sal,
it.
it's funny when Artie busts your balls.
It is. It's great. Like emotional
So
friend.
stop whining about it.
No,
Not emotional
Hey,
friend. Don't
We're
confuse
saying
it.
anytime he breaks your balls.
Okay,
If
anytime.
he's breaking
Fine.
your balls about your work,
See, but
I
now
know it hurts.
now I have to edit myself in my head.
No, don't edit.
We just thought that you hated us and hated everything that we did.
Well,
We've got to the.
Don't edit yourself. All we're saying is when you say it, it hurts, but we'll deal with it.
No, you're not dealing with it.
We are. You guys
you're
asked.
not.
No, we are. The reason that all this came up is because people are putting up notes saying these guys are back there freaking out. Maybe once every 2 weeks we get mad at something that Artie says.
That's pretty often.
I'm saying maybe that much, but we're not
I think
back
I know.
there
I'm
stewing.
thinking back to when this started. Probably the time I pointed out that maybe some of the phone calls always had that theme of interrupting.
And let me say this, that turned into a funny bit. It hurt a little bit at the beginning that you said that, but it turned into a funny bit and we dealt with it. So don't censor yourself. You can rag on our stuff every day, but there's no way.
Howard,
being a human,
Richard's giving me permission.
Yes.
So he's giving me permission not to censor myself.
Right.
You think
Exactly.
I'm waiting for that permission from you, you dope?
No, but I don't want you to think that we want you to not talk about us.
But the problem is if I continue doing whatever it is I'm doing, once every 2 weeks, you'll have a pussy powwow.
Well, no,
and I'll fucking...
You're here to encourage Artie to keep ragging on you.
Yes.
Is that what you're
And
saying?
I'm
Sal,
saying-
that's what you're saying.
That's
All right.
fine.
And I
Do it
think-
done. Now
but
get out of here. One thing.
Our defense is we're human. We're not made of steel. It hurts a little bit, and that's all we're saying.
It hurts all of us.
Do you think it's funny? You think I get a laugh out of high-pitched Mike saying, follow your dad and fall off a roof?
I know, but when you say on the air that you're pissed about that, that's all we're saying. That we're human just like you guys, and we get hurt.
Okay, so stop making those jokes about my father. Stop making the jokes about Aaron.
But we're not telling you to stop.
I'm not a fag. I don't care about that shit.
Wait a minute, hold it. I don't want
They don't
this
like it, though.
to end before we determine, are you going to barricade yourself in your little studio?
No.
Or will we have some freedom of movement around in the office again?
I never gave up my freedom.
Here's my
There's been, they've been closeted for a couple of weeks
I tell you,
now.
I like them.
They've been closeted their whole life.
Hey, Howard, let me ask you a question. In the history of the show, with 24 years, right, for all the shit that you ever said about me, have I ever come to you and told you not to do something or told you that it hurt me? You just fucking man up.
But this all
Everybody
started.
in the office knows how you feel, so clearly you're telling someone.
Right.
No, but we're not coming to Artie and saying, hey, stop talking about it.
You're going to other people.
We didn't go
behind my
other-
back.
No, we're not.
Richard,
And I never,
In all fairness to
never
these guys,
talked behind your back.
Jason revealed that. They didn't.
Okay, but
and
still.
and what
Jason,
Jason, Jason.
Everybody else knew how they felt, Howard. I'm telling you, we all knew.
Right.
Jason repeated verbatim, but we all knew this was going on.
The fact is, I'm weirded out by you having a discussion about me on any level.
We're not having discussions. I don't talk behind your back. Jason came in and said it.
Jason made that up.
No, he said he was bringing up when I was mad about you ragging on me at the roast, but that's something I talked about on the air.
I am clear now on this.
I'm not.
I
You
hope
boys-
that, well, see, there's still some feelings out there.
They'll have to be
There was a
ironed
lot
out.
of
They'll have to be
rotten
ironed
stuff
out later.
said that was all very destructive.
All right.
But
Listen to me. I understand what's going on now. The boys are saying they are hurt. They're human. But the fact of the matter is they recognize it's the Howard Stern show.
We
They've
need
got
somebody who speaks stupid because I can't interpret what they're saying.
I'm interpreting. I speak stupid.
Well, let me make it clear. I'm not mad at Artie. I won't stay mad at Artie. I'm not an angry guy. I love everybody on this show. I love my job, and I'm going to continue to have fun and have the greatest job in the world.
And continue not to do...
coming up with those great ideas.
Don't do drugs and ruin your creativity.
I'm not going to do acid and ruin my ideas.
If you make another statement like that, I will promise you not to goof on it.
Keep goofing, Artie.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
My final statement is, Artie, I hope you accept my apology for going overboard in a state of anger. I didn't mean it, and you can certainly do what you want, and I'm glad that you made us aware that they are just jokes and we are overly sensitive, so I apologize.
And how is Beer League?
Beer League's okay. I'm being honest. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, it's my opinion. It's okay.
That's right. Okay.
And I did wish Artie success on that. I'm glad
God,
you had that
I
successful
can't wait
moment.
to see the movie you make.
I made Robin's Meat and Vegetables.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I got a standing ovation, and people applauded the whole time at the theater.
You're a dope.
That was funny, Artie.
You're comparing that to my movie. You're an idiot.
No, it was better. Meat and Vegetables was better. It's not a comparison.
I really don't like you. I hate your guts.
All right, thank you.
I love you, Artie.
No, you're a
and I wish
fucking
you the
jerk.
best.
You're a phony faggot.
Because I compared Robin's Meat and Vegetables to
No,
Beer League?
just because everything about you's phony. You're a
Okay,
dummy.
I'm phony.
You're a dummy.
See?
I don't like the two of you. Stay away from me.
Robin, Robin, I thought you came to us to come in because it's going to be better.
This show's about honesty. I don't like either one
I'm
of you.
being honest. I said it's okay. Beer League's okay. I'm being honest.
Nobody cares about your opinion.
If I was a two-faced, I'd say Beer League was good.
But nobody cares about your opinion, Sal. I don't care about.
I'm making my final statement.
He
to
asked you as a joke.
I love you.
I hate your guts.
Is there anything we can say, Artie?
No, I don't like you guys. I'm honest. I'm not like you guys. I really don't like you.
Why don't
There's
you...
people I don't like in life, and you're two of them.
Has it always been like that, or just now?
Well, I mean, no, the last couple of days. No, of course not. The last couple of days, I've seen you for the fucking serpent pussy homos that you are. Go have another pussy powwow about it. Artie jabs at us. We don't think he's not kidding, you fucking fags.
Hey, what about when you got mad at Howard? You've gotten mad at Howard.
And then I went to him and said, "Listen, you know, I got to go on the wrap-up show and bitch about you for an hour and a half." And then
you did. You complained about it on the wrap-up show the day that he brought the chicken.
You don't see what's different about this, you idiot.
No.
Yeah,
it's like talking to an idiot.
It's not different. It's something that Howard did that upset you, and you've talked about it on the air.
Howard acted this. Me and Howard acted the way you two are acting right now.
You know what I'll do, Artie? This weekend I will rewatch Beer League.
I never
and give it a second. I promise you.
Sal,
I'll
let me
give
tell
it a
you
second
something,
chance.
Sal.
I'll have some beer.
Sal, I want to tell you something. I don't like you on any level.
Okay,
and I don't care what you think. I don't care what you think about Beer League.
Jeez.
I really don't. I really don't. You're a dummy.
Who pay tickets
to
see it.
A lot of them say they like it. Maybe they're lying. Maybe they're lying.
I don't know.
Jesus.
I will make a
Sal,
sincere attempt. I saw it in the
Sal, if
theater.
it wasn't for
Nice
this show,
job, Robin.
Sal, you will never work in this business ever
Right.
again after this show. Ever again.
But you know what?
Because you're a nothing.
But I'm
you're
on
a
this show.
nothingness.
But this is
but this show is going to go away, and you'll be a homeless
that's fine.
asswipe.
Well, I'll be that. I can deal with that.
You suck.
So, Artie, do I still get the 𝗪cie hotel room?
No, I'm sick of giving you guys handouts too.
Artie, you
Fuck
want
off.
your Beer League DVD back?
No, Sal, I don't like you.
I know you made that very clear. But
I don't like you at all. No, I don't give a fuck.
Hold on, you just call the Stokes an idiot for fun.
If you come to me outside with this bullshit, I'm gonna drop you, and then I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face.
What?
Oh my God!
Whoa, what are you doing,
All right,
Artie?
let's end this now.
That's enough. What happened? I missed it.
Maybe you should go.
Artie just nailed Sal with something.
What are you doing? Artie.
Artie, why would you do that?
Oh, what are you doing? What is that?
Go!
Hey, Artie, easy.
Jesus.
Sal. Holy cow.
I feel bad for the guy. I mean, is it me? Did I go overboard?
No,
I did nothing.
Know what it was that set him off.
I said I'll rewatch Beer League with a case of beer, and he went crazy.
What are you doing? All right. Artie, what are you doing?
Jeez.
What did you just do? I missed it. I'm here drawing pictures.
Wow.
What just happened?
I'm being real.
Did you throw some at him?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? Come on,
I don't,
man.
Sal, I mean,
that's not
He
cool.
wanted him to shut up.
Howard, you know what? I don't care, man.
Yeah, but that's not cool, Art.
I don't care. Then fire me.
You want
Then
to be
fire me.
fired? Why do you have to? Why is it? What just happened? You all right? You want to go sit down?
He's sitting.
He's sitting.
What just happened? What just happened?
I'm telling you, I'm
I
dropping
missed
him if I see him.
No, you're not dropping him.
Then
Artie,
well, it's my life. I'll
it.
make my own decision.
Artie.
Sal was being a jerk again. So let's leave it at that. I thought he could control himself and just talk about how he feels.
He does not play well with others.
But he just couldn't do that.
No.
What set you off right there? I didn't. I missed it.
I just can't. He's just a phony asswipe. I can't deal with him. I don't like phony people like that. It's gross. I can't be around them. I really can't. So fuck it. You want me to leave? I'll leave.
Nobody wants you to leave.
I don't want you to leave. I wasn't expecting you to leave. Do you
hired a
do you want to
stalker.
leave?
We hired a stalker.
What are you saying?
We gave a stalker security
clearance.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
What happened? I missed it.
I threw two things at Sal.
What did you throw?
I threw a CD and I don't know.
A CD?
I couldn't see what the other
What are you,
one
odd
was.
job?
The other thing was a kind of cubic.
Yeah, I couldn't see
Let me
it.
see the evidence.
It was a good shot, though.
It was some